Geez, walking everywhere sure is tiring, huh?
True, but, it certainly beats using a teleportation circle and risking the goddess finding us.
We have to be careful or we might find ourselves thrown into a battlefield. And it's all that crappy goddess's fault, too.
We should be close to Roadsguard at this point. I will go and find a room suitable for us. Why don't you go find something to eat, young master?
I can sleep anywhere. I'm not picky.
Anywhere? No, that will not do! Can you imagine what Tomoe and Mio would say when we return to the demi-plane if I were to allow you to stay at a cheap inn?
Tomoe and Mio, huh? I wonder if it was a good idea to leave the demi-plane in their hands while I'm gone.
I see. So as for your recent interest in city? Right. And that's the reason why you decided to cook something for our friends, correct? What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm not sure what to say.
I was right to assign taste testers to the young master.
How dare you, Tomoe? It's fine. I just made curry rice, and I followed the exact recipe in his memories.
Have you ever eaten curry rice before?
What kind of question is that? It's a dish from a whole other world.
Sure, but did you even ask him how to make it?
Of course I didn't. I was trying my best to surprise him with it. Mio, what are these green chunks?
Let me guess. It's mineral ore, right?
Yes, of course. It looked absolutely delicious in the young master's memories, so I added extra.
A soft emerald. It's quite a rare gem, too. Only found in the waste.
Peppers, more is asparagus. Is this a pot handle, too? Oh, my. You're right.
Did you eat it?
It didn't turn out as good as I hoped it would. But it's not inedible.
Mio, most creatures of the demi-plane, including young master, don't eat minerals. They can't digest them, nor can they consume weapons or buildings.
What? They don't? Why not?
I know for you, everything in this world can be consumed as a nice tasty meal, but have you devoted any time to studying cooking?
Well, I know how to properly use a flame.
All right, then why don't you brown this bread for me? And I mean the same way Emma serves it at our meals.
So make toast? Easy. Scorch some bread over a low flame.
The chef, huh? You need a cookbook.
What's this blue meat? Feels kind of funky.
Hey man, your face is unbecoming enough already. Can't you at least pretend that you like it?
Forgive me. The texture is unique, but it tastes good.
Huh? What's up with that thing?
It's complicated, but I can't speak common.
Okay.
It's because of that crappy goddess. So, is there any chance this dish is made using slimes?
Yep. And how'd you know that? You some kind of adventurer or something?
That's what I thought. I guess slimes are pretty tasty after all.
I've submitted a hunting request to the guild for more. If you're an adventurer, it'd be great if you caught some for me.
Although I'm Roadsguard right now.
No. Now that's quite a long journey to make.
Thanks for the meal. Keep the change.
Hey, what's this? A gold coin? Are you sure?
I'm all out of small change. Does that make me a terrible merchant?
Look at his face.
It's dreadful.
How tragic.
He's a demi-human? There's no way he's human.
Is he cursed?
I thought if I stopped wearing my mask, I wouldn't get so much attention. But, compared to the way humans reacted to me in the past, this really isn't all that bad.
So how did you complete a special rank job? You're only a level 1, rank E.
Just a rank E, still a level.
Why's he gotta... So the slime hunting job is rank B. I can't take it on at rank E.
Like I said, Moon over the ruined castle is attacking.
Moon over the ruined castle? I freaking love that song! How can it attack?
I'm offering a fine reward. Why isn't anyone willing to take this on?
We're doing all we can. They're ruthless bandits, miss. And there's over 100 of them.
But they've already killed so many of our villagers.
We lack the forces to fight them. By the middle of next month, we should be more prepared. So you'll have to wait until then.
But why? We're peaceful. We've always offered prayers to the goddess and devoted ourselves to worshiping her.
If prayers were enough for the goddess to save you, then there'd be no more need for adventurers.
Well, it's only because there are that many more people like you that the goddess is so vengeful now.
Honestly, doesn't sound as bad as what she did to me. I'll sit this one out.
I suppose we'd be willing to consider your request for a special prize. So how does that sound to you?
Move. Please get out of my way.
Yep, I knew it. I shouldn't have paid a whole gold coin. 3 of them followed me from the tavern, and 4 more left the guild earlier.
Come on! Wake up, Echo!
You poor thing, don't be scared. We'll be sure to take real good care
No!
of you.
Stop! Let me go!
Don't waste your time praying to the goddess. If you must pray, pray to somebody. Guys, what was that? With the demi-human face siding with demi-humans, we'll fix up that ugly face for you.
So many humans are just complete scumbags, aren't they? Your friend looks hurt. Would you allow me to treat him?
Why would you help us? You look a bit like a demi-human.
I know, but I'm actually a human.
Hey, what are you doing?
Healing Kai.
Huh? His wound.
This power I received from Tsukuyomi is incredible. I'm Kuzunoha. I'm an adventurer, but my main job's a merchant.
I'm sorry for being so rude to you back there. Thank you for helping us both out. My name is Lana, and I come from Toppa Village. This little guy is Eto the werewolf.
A werewolf? This little furry. At least I hope. Oh, sorry. Let me help. By the way, about the moon over the ruined castle attacking your village,
Oh, yes,
is it true that you can't afford to wait a few weeks?
it is. They killed our strongest warrior. His name was Barkley, and they tortured him to death to teach us a lesson. They killed his pregnant wife, too.
That's awful.
The other villagers say we should comply with their demands and hand over our supplies. But every village they attack surrenders. And they still kill everyone. No one is safe. Toppa Village is as good as gone. Eto, are you awake now?
Yeah, I seem to be. How'd it go? Is the guild going to help us out?
I've become quite used to death these days. I've even killed people with my own hands. Even though it wasn't normal in my old world, I thought I'd accepted that it was a common enough occurrence in this isekai to not feel this way. I'll escort you to your village. Where is it?
What?
But our village is near those mountains over there. It's quite a long way.
That's okay. Be careful not to bite your tongue.
Have you gone crazy?
Wait!
Hang on, you can fly! Noah! Who are you exactly?
I told you, I'm a merchant.
There's no way that's true! Wow.
We're already here.
The village is smaller than I expected.
And what just happened?
You're not going with her?
Huh? I didn't know you could speak werewolf.
Yeah, common is the only language I can't speak. So, are you not from this village too?
My village is located deep in the forest over there. Lana and a few other villagers are kind to me, but most people wouldn't invite a demi-human into a human village. It's not typical.
I guess that makes sense. But we can't afford to worry about that right now.
Kuzunoha, is your sense of smell keen enough to know what's happening in the village?
So then you do know. Investigative Kai.
I smell blood.
There are quite a few victims too. I think the moon over the ruined castle must have attacked again.
What line of work did you say you were in again?
Like I said, I'm a merchant who likes to wide awake while I was carrying you, were you not? You can tell if someone's conscious or not by how heavy they feel. Did you pretend to be asleep because you felt bad about the fact that you put her in such danger?
Yeah.
Oops. Maybe that was a mean way to put it. If you want to be with her, then you should protect her next time.
Right.
I'm picking up something. I figured they were nearby.
Kuzunoha?
Just going for a walk.
No, don't! That would be suicide!
You don't say. I guess you must know what's in the mountains too, then.
I don't understand. Is there some reason you're willing to do all this to help us?
Moon over the ruined castle. It's the name of a song that I actually really liked in my old world. There. Good enough?
Sure, but is there anything I can do to help?
You know what? I employ demi-humans at my trading company. If they ever come to Tapa Village, or your werewolf village, promise to treat them to a delicious meal.
I was pretty positive I carefully selected only the best meat and vegetables. But
I can see the other side. Food shouldn't even affect an orc like this.
I swear, I will never give in.
whatever it was, I don't want to try it again, ever.
This time we're shooting our demise.
Am I dead yet? Because I can't move.
I was afraid this might happen, so I brought some medicine with me. But we're too late to help! I'm so confused.
Oh, really?
The main two dishes were salted chicken skewers and orcish fishy swap.
That's not what she served!
The soup calls for potatoes, but I heard the eyes are poisonous. So then when I removed them with the skin...
That's all that's left?
Are these greens even edible? Because I think they may be cutting up the inside of my mouth.
Yes, I picked them myself in the wasteland. That explains it. Then they must be killing weeds. It's a monster with blades for leaves, which it uses to slice its prey till they bleed out.
Do they bleed out?
Can they be made into a tasty meal?
They can be processed into an abrasive paste. Sure, but at least my meat dish is good.
I'm sorry, Mia. What?
No matter what we do, we can't fight through it.
It's as tough as me.
All the strongest warriors of each species are now dead. It's not my fault.
Preparing monster meat must require some advanced culinary techniques.
What is that smell? You used to fire soil? It's an industrial lubricant. It's not for cooking?
It's for machines.
We're gonna die! It's great!
I only tried some because it smelled like bananas.
Why'd you murder innocent bananas?
Just try and defeat me.
You served meat garnished with fruit?
A fancy restaurant served a dish just like this. I heard sweet and sour pork cuts fruit as well.
Not the same thing at all! Good ingredients don't always guarantee that the cooked dish will be delicious in the end, though. Especially since most species have totally different dietary needs.
I typically stick to raw foods.
I like salty dishes myself.
And we're crazy! Cooking is so complicated.
If you want to know what the young master might like, then I try asking Lime for his opinion as a human.
Hey, no fair.
That said, the burden is too much for one man to bear. So, you'll travel the world to gain insights on all the various fundamentals of cooking and ingredients. How does that sound to you?
Oh, Tomoe, you always surprise me.
She's not buying it.
That might be one of the best ideas you've ever had!
You know me.
I shall travel the land, honing my cooking skills, so that I may please the young master.
I must hurry with my own investigation. I can't allow the young master to get dragged into any more trouble.
What about those villagers? I think we can kill today.
Let's raise some real hell.
I never thought I'd wear this mask again, but I don't want them to figure out who I am. Finally, silencing Kai.
Wait, what's going on? I can't speak, and there's no sound. What? We're under attack?
Here I am, saying that I don't want to get too involved with humans. Yet I'm exterminating bandits to save them. But I listen to my heart when I don't know what else to do. So be it.
There he is.
I'm not shooting to kill, but these Elder Dwarf equipment, its defense is fantastic. Why must there be so many of them? I don't want to waste my arrows. When Emma first taught me how to summon fire, I wasn't sure I'd be able to master it. But I've got the hang of it now.
I think the sound came back.
This arrow doesn't ever miss.
Whoa! No! I don't know what we did to you.
It's quite simple, really. I won't kill you today, but stop calling yourselves the moon over the ruined castle.
What happened?
happened here?
Are they unconscious? Does this mean we're saved? Hey,
Was this who I think it was?
Yeah.
So, all of our prayers were heard.
And just where have you been all day, young master?
I was, out and about.
Okay, I see.
More importantly, did you find an inn for our visit?
Yes, sir. I can finally escort you to an inn that I think is up to your standards. It costs 3 gold coins per night.
3 gold coins is 30,000 yen. That is a bit much.
Yes, by the way. That does remind me of something. I heard the so-called heroes are being treated quite hospitably by both the Lemia Kingdom and the Gritonia Empire, too.
Wait, seriously?
Be forced to live in poverty.
Is that so? Heroes.
Look, I've found other heroes who are far more suitable for my world than you.
They were apparently present at the battlefield I was thrown into before. It's only a matter of time before I run into them. A couple of heroes somewhere out there. One man fated to find out where. By Makoto Misumi. Poems of the Heart.
Wait, where am I? You're Hibiki Otanashi, are you not?
Huh? Yes, I am. And who are you?
I am the goddess of another world. And here, in the world that I protect, we're currently under threat of falling into the hands of evil demons. So please, lend me your strength. Please listen to me. I shall send you and one other to my world as heroes. And I ask that you guide the humans for me. I shall bestow upon you as much power as I can.
Could you ask someone else? My life is going pretty well, and I've got enough friends already.
Do you really want to live an easy life with friends who neither relate to you nor understand you? People with whom you will never overcome hardship?
What are you trying to say?
Your world is far too simplistic for you. Set a companion you can trust to watch your back.
Well, yeah, sure.
Then it's decided, Hibiki Otanashi. I shall grant you considerable mana, increased physical abilities, the raw charisma to draw people to your charms, and, of course, this sacred treasure.
It's just a silver sash.
So, the divine trial begins now. I know you'll be able to overcome it. I believe in you.
And these are her words.
Yes. A hero comes. Defeat the demons, now.
I thought the goddess had abandoned us, but she's sending us a hero? With Lemia safe, we may no longer need to fear the demons.
Is that her? This is your hero. The rest is in your hands.
What? That's all you're gonna say? Thank you, my goddess! Wait, this really is another world?
That's nothing like what happened to me. Nobody came to meet me, and I was left to wander in a deserted wasteland.
How many days have I been here now? Lemia looks quite a bit like Japan. The humans, under the goddess's protection, forced the demons into a barren land, but a decade later, they've expanded their territory. The great nation of Elysian was destroyed, and the last line of defense against the demons is now being pushed back to Lemia's ally, the Gritonia Empire. The Gritonia Empire.
Another hero, huh?
Yes.
So, the rumors about the Empire or...
Weird. It sure doesn't sound like Lemia really likes their neighbor all that much. Once we're able to defeat the demons and the war is over, I'll have to figure out what to do next. Hey, you hear that? It's safe to come on out. I was surprised to learn there was a wolf spirit in that silver sash she gave me. Well, tomorrow I'll select my party members from among the mercenaries, I guess. So it looks like Court Mage Woody and a very promising new knight named Verda. They've already been selected for me by the king himself. Think they pulled some strings, maybe?
She's beautiful.
That's the hero.
She's a tiny thing. I can't smell a whiff of blood on her. She's not cut out for the battlefield.
You're really just going to leave?
Huh?
Ah, yes, Naval, the silver-haired ogre. How do you like that one?
I'm not interested in protecting a princess. All I truly care about is killing demons. Later.
Please don't go. I could tell right away. You must be the strongest mercenary here, am I right? I will need a master to teach me swordplay. What's more, I need an ally I can trust to watch my back in battle. I'd like you to be that person.
I can't depend on some useless girl who doesn't even know how to swing a sword to watch my back, now can I?
I heard what you just said, though. Join me. I'll put you on the front lines to kill all the demons. I promise you won't be bored. Besides, do you really want to turn me down? It's only going to make matters far worse for you.
Fine. Done deal.
Hibiki, the hero, is truly radiant. Like me, I won the affection of a dragon, completely obsessed with historical dramas.
They sure are late.
This is why I detest jobs like this.
Now, the priestess of Laurel is honoring us with a visit.
Oh no! That's her carriage!
Stay still. We'll be fine.
Kobolds, huh?
Monsters that feast on beings with high mana to gain strength. They may look harmless, but don't let your guard down.
Smart one. That priestess of Laurel girl. She can hold that magical barrier up long enough for us to kill all the kobolds.
4, huh? So that's one for each of us to fight. Be absolutely certain they're dead, or they'll call out for their allies. Hibiki, you've never hunted a monster before, have you?
I'm fine. Let's go. I'll try again. What? They can speak?
Hibiki, what are you doing?
This is bad! Summoned allies!
Hibiki, get away now!
Oh man, the magical barrier won't hold!
What just happened? Was it all because I hesitated? You're the hero! That's enough! Never give up that easily!
Let's go! Follow Hibiki's lead! You did pretty well for your first time.
Thank you so much for saving us from certain death. Hello, my name is Shia, Priestess of Laurel. I ask, would you please kindly consider letting me join your party? I would very much like to assist you.
Why, that would be reckless! We can't just run off with their priestess. That's certain to cause friction between us and the Laurel Commonwealth. Oh.
What? There! Once they see my hair's gone, they'll blame Lemia and think something terrible's happened to me.
For real?
Unbelievable. We'd lose our heads.
That threat doesn't even make any sense, though.
Huh?
And you ruined your beautiful long hair.
It may suit a useless princess, but it'll only get in the way on the battlefield.
Oh? Then maybe I should chop off all of mine, too.
I'm thinking the same.
No, don't you dare! You two are both so strong, you don't need to cut your hair!
Your magical barrier was awesome, so don't call yourself useless. Chia, would you please teach me how to use healing magic? I'd love that.
Sure!
After that day, our party defeated the demons in one battle after another, never losing a single time. Until we met that thing.
It consumes everything it encounters, whether person or thing.
The vanguard is finished. I didn't expect to run into anything on the way to the battlefield.
Normally, all you can really do is just wait for it to pass. But it's a real disaster, you know. Damn it! Chia even cast a strengthening spell on me.
Its attacks are solid. My magic isn't working!
I can't penetrate it, or find its weak spots. It's too hard!
Hey, look!
No way!
It regenerated.
Move it!
Hey, wait! Heal her now, please!
Done!
I'll help you in any way!
are they? I gave that fight everything I had, but I was no match for that thing. Thank you for this defeat, Black Spider from hell. I swear I'll win next time.
Rewinding back in time again, to just a few days after Otonashi Hibiki found herself stuck in another world.
We heard you're a model. Must mean you can spare some scratch for us.
I can't, sorry.
Huh? You want to try that again, punk?
Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything to them.
Stop that! Why are you guys bullying Tomoki again?
'Cause he's pathetic just like you.
They're not...
Please.
Damn it! Seriously? Even in games, I'm a loser. An overpowered character in an isekai. If I had an OP ability and lived in another world, then maybe... What is this place? A dream?
You're Tomoki Iwahashi, are you not?
Who's there?
I am the goddess of another world. The world I protect is overflowing with monsters. I can no longer handle the problem on my own. I need help. Can you help me become a hero and save my world?
A hero?
Do not be afraid. The human powers.
What kind of powers?
A body strong enough to fight beasts. Magic that can conquer demons. Also, I grant the spell magic eye with which to enthrall others. And silver shoes to fly through the skies and relieve your exhaustion.
Oh man, they're all overpowered. I've got to be dreaming. Can't hurt to ask. Is that all?
Well, though it will be a slight burden, I shall grant you immortality, but only during nighttime hours. However, this ability will only hold while the moon is out.
You think you could also change my appearance? Like, to anything I want it to be?
Why, yes, of course.
Oh, goddess, thank you. I'll be the best hero I can be. Is this it? The goddess's world?
I assume you must be the hero?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. My name is Lily Flaunt Gritonia. I am the second princess of Gritonia.
I'm Iwahashi. Tomoki Iwahashi.
Sorry, this is not the proper venue for further conversation. Now then, will you come with me so you and I can speak more?
Oh, okay.
Your Highness, was the goddess's revelation the truth?
Yes, here he is. Our hero, Tomoki Iwahashi. And this is...
Wow, I've never met a Lady Knight before!
What? Hero or not, that was very rude of you.
Sorry.
It's fine. I would appreciate it if you... didn't stare, please.
Now then, hero, I'd like to examine you for suitable equipment and conduct measurements to determine your level. This way, please.
Level? This world has levels and everything? I'm exhausted.
I'll have some servants show you around the castle later. Feel free to relax here for a little while. So then, his results.
His skill. It's a type of magical eye that can charm others.
Then you must take measures to make myself and the Imperial family...
Yes, Your Highness.
The hero's innocence. Something about it doesn't sit right with me.
Lily!
You're our illustrious hero?
Who are you?
Hero, this is Yukinatsu, renowned alchemist. She insisted on speaking with you.
Yes, I may be an alchemist, but no, I don't make medicines. I'm more of a force player. I'm skilled in constructing and controlling golems.
Whoa, golems? You can make golems? What kinds of golems?
So, hero, I hear you're able to use all the Empire's magical equipment. I'd love to chat with you about it. Can you come to my room tonight?
Yukinatsu?
I couldn't help myself. Sorry.
We'll speak some other time. Please leave us.
Magic eye, huh?
Hello, who are you?
Oh, Tomoki. I'm supposed to be the hero.
Oh, you're the hero? My name is Mora, and I'm a dragon summoner.
Huh?
Alright, don't judge me by my looks, you hear me? I'll have you know that I'm the greatest of all dragon tamers.
I see. Noted. So, do you live here in the castle with your family, or...?
No. Her Highness Princess Lily brought me here after my village was attacked by demons.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
No worries. It's fine. But if I forgive you, will you marry me? Wait, sorry, I meant, will you join my family? That's not it either. Be my friend?
Of course. Thank you. Chance to work closely with me. Not a bad deal, right? Not to sound conceited or anything.
It's a good idea. Genebiya, Yukinatsu, and Mora. They all seem to be incredibly fond of you already.
Do they?
Ah, I see. He hasn't learned to control his magic eye yet.
So, Lily, when I first came here and we met, what'd you think?
At first glance, I knew you were exactly who this world needed to lead us out of peril. And I was right. You make a fantastic hero. It's only natural that everyone who meets you likes you. And I shall gladly support you as well.
Lily, I see. Maybe if I become the perfect hero, then the power of the magic eye won't even be an issue.
I'll do whatever it takes, if it leads to the destruction of the demons. Whatever I have to give, I shall, in the name of my mother, who believed in that fickle goddess until the end.
Hey, it's me, Makoto again. That was cool and all, but I got kissed, and passionately, by the black...
A dinner party, huh? I assume we'll be conducting final checks for the battle to reclaim Fort Stella as well?
The route to the fortress has been secured. I imagine it'll just be a banquet to rally the troops. And apparently, Gratonia's hero will make a speech before the war starts.
A statement requesting the goddess's blessing, right?
If we're up against some demi-humans or demons, then no doubt the goddess will grant her blessing to the humans. We have a great advantage over them. You don't look pleased. Do you have doubts about the Empire's hero?
I don't know. Perhaps I do. I heard we came from the same world, and he's the same age as I am, too.
Welcome, the hero party of Limia.
It is an honor and a privilege to receive your invitation, Your Majesty.
Therefore, there are no major changes to the original strategy. We've received the relief supplies and reinforcements from the King of Ion. There was less support than originally expected from Laurel. I'm certain the people of Limia are fully aware as to the reason behind that.
It's because of the friction between our nations over Chia's return.
However, our forces likely have 5 times the strength of the demons. Furthermore, once we have her blessing, the numbers won't be a problem for us. Any other questions about the upcoming battle?
Just one. May I ask why you have chosen to have us fight this battle in the dark?
It's because we're accustomed to fighting at night.
I see. While that is encouraging, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of experience fighting at night.
Does Limia know anything helpful?
No, we have nothing to offer.
Well, debuff the demons as well. Piece of cake.
Buff? Debuff?
Let's reclaim this fortress quickly, so we can receive her words of divine praise. For now, let's put our ranks and countries aside.
By the way, do you have any idea if we ever met each other in the other world?
Oh.
But I'm sure I recognize you. Oh, I just remembered. You have the same name as a popular model my friend had a huge crush on.
Well, that's odd. We're different people.
Of course. I just mistook you for him is all. I'm sorry if that bothered you in any way.
Huh? And what did I say that made you think that? Do I look like I get upset that easily?
That's not what I meant at all.
Here's a question for you. What level are you anyway?
Pardon? I'm currently a level 430.
Well, I'm a level 605.
He's one-upping me all...
So could you stop treating me like a subordinate? I'm deserving of your respect. Do you understand?
So much for putting our ranks aside. Oh, so sorry. I'll try to be more respectful from now on.
You mind if I speak casually? I'm no good with polite speech.
Really? That's just fine. That was his idea of speaking politely? Jeez, if this were a formal interview, he wouldn't have even made the first cut.
What's the matter? Can you not sleep?
I'm not tired. This operation just seems so huge, right?
I've never asked you this before, but do you want to tell me why you chose to leave your old world?
My old world. I was born to a good family and had good grades and was considered fortunate.
Did you just think this girl sounds like a real brat?
No, I know you are.
At least try to deny it.
I'm kidding around. But really, hard to believe you're going off to war. You were once that prissy kid who cried when she couldn't kill a single kobold.
That was the very first time in my life I'd failed like that. Meeting someone who I can depend on to watch my back is a first for me, too. I'll probably face more struggles and difficulties going forward, but I must admit I don't feel any regret about coming to this world.
Hibiki.
Well, we'd better get to bed soon. There's a war starting tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, gracious goddess! Bring glory to our holy campaign! Your sacred blessing! Oh, merciful goddess, grant the kindness of destruction to these abhorrent demons who have harmed your people! Grant your protection to those who serve only you!
I have a report for Rona. We've identified the Limia and Gratonia armies' troop placement and marching route. Also, they just issued a request to receive the goddess's blessing and have begun their advance.
Well, we did expect all of this. I'll be heading out now, so notify EO.
An impenetrable fortress, eh?
It's quite a steep slope, but we have the numbers.
We still need to watch out for their traps. For this is the path where many of my friends rest in eternal slumber.
Countless knights have been slain here as well.
Do not
That's odd. Shouldn't they put up more of a fight?
You're right, and I've heard no army could even get near the entrance of the fortress before.
Woody and Chia, just in case, raise a defensive barrier now. Also, prepare a floating ritual for high-speed travel.
Rona, both targets have entered the spell's activation range.
How splendid. Now we can see just how strong these heroes of theirs are.
What is this?
A magic circle!
And it's an enormous one, too.
Everyone, prepare for their attack!
Damn, it's a demon trap.
So that's the Empire's hero. Are those strange shoes allowing him to float?
Divine fear!
My, he's no fun.
Did all three of them fall?
Took you long enough to notice! Help! We won't last long! The replicas of your silver shoes aren't perfect yet! We're all gonna fall if I hold something heavy like her! The suit, not me! Would you two stop fighting? Besides, you're both heavier than I am. Of course we are!
Begin the counterattack. Mora, summon Nagi.
Sir!
A dragon. Their firepower is actually as threatening as the rumors say. But they could never hope to take this fortress down.
Stay in back, Mora and Yukinasu. Kinebia, let's go!
Right!
So you must be the hero.
Get out of my way, you pathetic pit boss!
That's no way to greet me. What a truly boorish hero.
Manners don't matter. Not on the battlefield!
They don't?
Figured you wouldn't go down in one shot, but it's not just me you're gonna have to fight.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I apologize if my companion was rude. I'm Hibiki Otonashi, the hero from Limia.
I am the commander of the 3rd Demon Army, Io the Demigigant.
He regenerates like the Black Spider!
I'm up against 2 heroes. I'll be using some of my own secret stratagems. These arrogant fools stand proud, while the absurdly spread take up arms against the goddess's light and shadow.
Now what? Tomoki?
My strength's gone. I'm weak.
What'd you do to us?
Within a limited parameter, I removed the blessing you received from the goddess in your hero speech.
What? You made the goddess's power?
At night.
So, if I get hit by an attack now, I'll die? Let's retreat.
Huh?
We're clearly at a disadvantage right now. Let's turn back.
But why?
Just shut up! You do as you're told!
We made it to their commander, and now you're fleeing?
And you better retreat too. We can reorganize our forces and come back. But we're heroes. We can't fall here. I didn't sign up for a death mission. Did you?
I don't know. Maybe you're right after all. But only caring about saving your own skin? That's not what a hero does. You're a coward.
Whatever.
I didn't expect him to flee. How disappointing. It never occurred to me that I might end up only getting to fight one of you.
I'm not alone, though. Yeah.
I see. Then please allow me to confirm the hero's great power for myself. Not with your words, but with your skills.
What's all this? They've turned the tables on my humans. And that's after I sent 2 heroes that I handpicked myself to. Huh? Is it really him? There you are.
Daybreak's here. You've held on for quite a long time. Not bad. You even hit the bow.
My sword is stuck.
You let go at the last minute and someone erects a barrier.
I'm not nearly strong enough to defeat him.
How are things on your end, Sophia?
It's going well. I'm so eager to fight, I can't stand it.
Sophia, look there.
But what?
Is that...
Could it be?
The goddess's light.
If that's the goddess's light, then there's still hope. Everyone, hold on just a little longer.
Got it!
You're barely able to stand up, even with the help of her support spells.
We will never give up, because that's the greatest weapon our party has right now.
For Linia's sake, we cannot lose Hibiki. Nor can we afford to lose you, Verda, or Chia either.
But you...
Please, let me save Hibiki. Let me save all my friends.
It's not fair to say that to me.
I need to fall back! Verda, take care of Hibiki for me!
Hey, wait!
Damn it! You're a real sword ogre, you know that? Chia, Naval needs a strong strengthening spell.
Got it.
I need the rose sign as well.
I'm starting now.
You don't have to make that face.
Your plan?
Yeah.
Verda, no!
I'd say your defense is decent enough, but your sword skills need work.
Get back, Verda!
What? That's impossible.
He's mine now.
Wait a second. What kind of spell was that, huh?
I just used a special catalyst, you see. Now fall in line and support me, Hibiki.
The rose sign? You're kidding.
I can't keep up with the damage.
Ah!
I'll be holding on to that sword.
No way!
Didn't think there was magic in the human world I was unaware of.
I'm rather surprised myself. I can't believe we still haven't defeated the first demon commander after all this.
Don't worry. Of all the demon commanders, I'm the strongest one in combat.
I suppose that's good news then. If I can take you out, we'll make tremendous progress going forward!
I can't let my guard down.
Yeah! You wouldn't want to do that!
Gotcha!
That was smart. I never thought I'd find a human who could make me use all my power!
Both of you, get back! You've got to be kidding. Have we only made it to his second form, then?
I'm sorry, but I'm not kidding around.
What? What's this?
We really need to use haste now. Gia, support me.
Are you sure? But wait! Naval's still out there! What are you doing? Stop this right now!
No, don't!
Wait, no, please! We have to!
It's done. Naval knew what would happen when she used that bro sign. It grants her enough power to break through her limits. But unfortunately, it's at the cost of her own life.
Her life?
It doesn't look like you're in any shape to fight anymore. I'll be going after the hero I came for.
I won't let you. I still haven't squeezed out every last bit of my power yet. I've got more in me. A woman whose only place family and with whom she could trust to fight back to back. But no matter the path, here I am, ready to lay my life on the battlefield. For in the end, it is only I who will decide where I die and the meaning of my death. I have true friends who will keep me alive in their memories too. Such a glorious moment is practically wasted on a sword ogre like me.
So you wish for an honorable death?
Death's reward. Come for me, flames of death.
What's happening?
Hibiki, I had fun with you.
No. It's over now.
No, you made the right choice. All hope depends on you being alive. Not just for me, but for all of Gritonia.
Yeah, that's right. I'll become stronger. Strong enough that I can fight without relying on the goddess's protection. I know I can.
Yes. I shall always remain here by your side, and do as you wish of me.
Would you get up already? The netherworld is still in need of my repair, you know.
She got me good, that girl. Naval, was it? I'll remember that name.
More importantly, Sophia's gone now.
What? The Dragon Slayer failed.
I think it was that column of the goddess's light. I wonder what kind of monster she...
That regeneration spell is a complete mess. Your whole arm is sure to be eaten away.
I don't care. Why would I worry about what happens to me right now?
But, Mio... Meanwhile, unbeknownst to me, Makoto Misumi, the two heroes had already ended their battle, and my friends had rescued me from certain death. We return to the present, as the long, arduous journey to the Academy in Rotsgard finally draws to a close. Wow, there sure are a lot of different shops and goods here.
Yes, and I'm sure that the trade business here is quite competitive.
No doubt. Let's wander around and see what kind of information we can gather. What are they doing?
Extorting her, perhaps?
Humans against humans?
Well, it's not that uncommon. There are few demi-humans in cities.
Also, this may seem a bit harsh, but humans act like they're the only victims in these situations. But the look in her eyes seems more cold. Like she's given up. No, that's not right. I'm gonna find out.
Young master.
No, just hold on.
Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Excuse me.
Wait, listen to me. Don't be rude.
They didn't notice me.
You are. Apologize to Elangon. You there. Don't you think that's quite enough of all that?
Why did he ask that? And who might you be?
Come on. Can't you see these clothes?
Are you a couple of idiots?
They're clothes. I think those are Rotsgard Academy uniforms. Now, if I were with Tomoe and Mio... Young master, may we please kill them? But Shiki...
Young master, may I please kill them?
What? Shiki!
They dare to call me an idiot. Or are they calling you one? It was somewhat hard to discern. Either way, they must all die.
Wait! Don't jump straight to murder!
I see. Shall I inflict great pain upon them first?
No! Just convince them to leave, will you?
Very well, then.
The idiot
answers.
Listen, get out of here, and I won't kill you.
What? You can't be serious.
He's totally picking a fight with them.
Who do you think you are? Supreme Beauty who watches over us.
Wind magic, huh? I can't use that element, but... What? Why are they floating? And it's such low altitude.
He's wowed by our floating spell.
Aren't you going to attack? What's the point of just floating there?
You're provoking them as well, young master.
That wasn't my intention!
Hear me, beings of the earth. Obey my command and take new form.
What's this?
Oh, man. Shiki, I'm gonna get rid of these. They should be fine, since they're floating. Blocking an ally spell is hardly impressive. I still can't use it in a fight. Can you read this message? If you're okay, I would appreciate it if you fled.
Hey, nobody asked for your help.
I'm not trying to bind you to me. You're welcome to forget this ever happened.
So, I work as a waitress at the Gotetsu restaurant. If you stop by, I can thank you there. We serve excellent hot pot dishes.
Hear that? Hot pot. I think we should head over there later either way.
I suppose, but that girl was rather rude despite our saving her.
Was she? I can see why she'd be leery of someone rescuing her for nothing in return. And we did put on quite the show, too. Oh yeah, the floaters.
Hey, can you...
I hope they'll be happy in their next lives, but I doubt it.
You should help them.
I guess you're right.
He dropped them. That was childish of him.
Gloria. Hey, you'll pay for this!
Elam guns! Wait for us!
Young master, these kinds of things are typical and bound to keep happening. I'm not sure getting involved here was the right choice.
Yeah, I just couldn't help myself. The look in her eyes made me curious.
Well, then please forgive me for being presumptuous.
Now, let's find an inn. The entrance exam is in 3 days, right?
What? I didn't really
be recognized as a resident here and get permission to open a new store. So taking the exam is a must.
But, young master, the test you're taking isn't the new student entrance exam. It's the teacher employment exam.
Teacher employment exam? What's that?
That would be the test you take to become a teacher. It clearly says teacher employment examination right here on this document from Rembrandt.
Rembrandt!
I believe Kuzunoha should be arriving in Roadsguard any moment now. What is it, Morris?
I've been struggling to read smaller print as of late. Perhaps I'm just getting old. I have no trouble at all with familiar words, but I just don't know.
You might want to get some reading glasses.
We'll wait for that. And then, on the day of the teacher employment examination...
I'm not ready.
Young master, are you feeling all right?
Shiki, could you call me Kuzunoha while we're here?
Anything you want, Master Kuzunoha.
To be perfectly frank, I would have run away if Rembrandt hadn't recommended me.
Makoto Kuzunoha, is it? Allow me to explain the test.
I'm sorry, but before that...
What? Writing?
I do understand this is the teacher exam, but are you by chance looking to fill any other clerical positions?
That's not a request that we can accommodate. Lately, a lot of people have been trying to apply for other positions despite us emphatically stating that we're only hiring teachers.
The insults just keep on coming.
Looking for a backdoor because you can't apply normally isn't going to do you any good, but I suppose I could...
This fool! Wither before me!
Vicky, calm down!
Please forgive my friend. If there aren't any clerical positions, that's fine.
How can you act like nothing's wrong after that weirdness?
Don't you dare say that! What about the way you insulted my master while making him listen to your ridiculous whining and bothering?
Excuse me. Please allow me to apologize for his behavior. He's not our finest employee, if I'm being honest.
Oh, you're offering an apology?
Of course I am. Hurling complaints and insults at an examinee is completely unacceptable behavior. Even if he did, well, how should I put it? Inappropriately ask if we were hiring clerical positions.
Speaking frankly, my master simply inquired about there being any potential openings here for clerical employees. That doesn't seem to agree.
Regarding Kuzunoha's exam. General Tactics, is it? How would you like to take your test? You're allowed to choose practical or written. Well, you have a recommendation from the Rembrandt Trading Company. That means you must be quite accomplished.
Is she trying to provoke me?
So, which one will it be? You're applying to teach general tactics, so would you like to focus on a practical assessment?
This one.
Well, really?
Of course. Only a few in the history of this academy have passed this incredibly difficult test, and therefore, we shall take the practical-only assessment.
Incredibly difficult? But I'm the one who has to take the test!
Making their way to the testing area. And regarding the equipment you were given, use the feather-shaped item when you wish to return. And use the bell-shaped item if you wish to drop out.
2 items, really?
The only rule is no fighting between examinees. However, since you'll be separated by physical distance, I doubt you'll come across one another at all. We can provide you with weapons, but you must procure food and other supplies on your own. Also, there are monsters in the testing area, so be careful.
So it's like a survival game.
Everyone who meets the following conditions will pass the test, so please listen to them carefully. These red, blue, and yellow orbs travel at very high speeds. The next step is really quite simple. Return to the academy within 3 days with 3 of any orb type. And that's all.
Well, that's easy.
Good luck, everybody. I believe in you.
So this is the testing area. First, investigative Kai. Good. I don't have to worry about water or food. Compared to the wasteland that goddess first dropped me into, this place is paradise. Looks like the other examinees are pretty far away, just like the guy said. Okay, found an orb. Alright then. Each one of the orbs can be damaged using the attacks specified in these instructions, provided they're directly adhered to. After taking enough damage, orbs will stop moving and can be captured. If attacked using methods other than the ones specified, the orbs will burst. Okay, so only physical attacks are...
Huh? What? I didn't get the color wrong, did I?
Right. Let me get it together. Only magic attacks are effective against yellow, so... breed. Only ranged attacks are effective against the blue orb. Even with a borrowed bow, this should work. But why? Are my attacks doing too much damage? Come to think of it, I'm constantly under the effect of a strengthening spell. I should remove that. Oh, a red orb.
After a single one and I'm sleeping outside.
I'll erect a barrier that's super painful when it's touched. Monsters.
Oh!
I wonder what the other examinees are up to. The elf is missing. Did he finish in just 1 day? I know it's not a race, but I feel like I need to hurry. I'll start with the blue orb susceptible to ranged attacks. I think I'm going to try to graze it with just the fleshing. A featherlight touch, I guess one might call it. All right, just what I wanted.
Why do they disappear? It teleported? Oh, come on!
Okay, I'll burn this entire testing area down. No, wait, gotta stay calm. I'll project the object I perceived with my Kai inside myself, and I see it.
Yes! That's it!
Someone else disappeared. It was the human. it's possible they dropped out. Either way, I need to keep... Next, I'll go for the yellow orb, susceptible to magic attacks. Start by using Kai to weaken myself. Then I'll adjust the power so it's neither too strong nor too weak. Focus all my attention on it. And... weak breed.
Yes, sir! I've still got one day left, and I think I'm gonna make it!
My first meal since yesterday. Someone new appeared this time. Can examinees join partway through the test? As long as they don't bother me, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, this is quite an invigorating morning. But there's an obviously suspicious guy dressed in black. Did they use a spell to hide themselves? I know exactly where they are thanks to my Kai, though. I should put some distance between us. Oh, crap! Unfortunately for you, I don't think that's quite enough to harm me. What's this? My hand is cut. Not only that, but it looks like poison? How embarrassing! I'll have to wash it thoroughly later.
You bastard.
Are you targeting the examinees?
Yeah, the others have already run for their lives. I wasn't too enthused about being hired just to threaten you. But I'll make you pay for breaking my blade.
Are you trying to kill me?
You're already finished. This blade is coated with a fast-acting poison guaranteed to kill its victims.
Fast
poison? No way!
If you tell me who you are and who hired you for this job, I'll tell you exactly how I did it.
I can't, unfortunately. I don't have any contact with the client when I get jobs for the Assassin's Guild. That's against protocol.
I see. I'm starting to get the sense I shouldn't stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
A wise choice. I can't move.
I've temporarily paralyzed you from the neck down. You're interfering with my exam.
Hey, that's not fair! I can't leave if I can't move!
He's not wrong about that. I'll tell you for free. Apparently, I'm immune to poisons. It's a recent gift.
What? Don't give me that shit. What are you doing? Why are you running over here?
Right, back to it. I'm gonna finish this quickly.
I can't perform pure physical attacks even when I want to because my body constantly releases mana. The bow I borrowed is imbued with magic too.
I've got it! I borrowed this knife to butcher fish. This should work. It's a bit smelly, but I'll hit it with the back so I don't cut it in half. It didn't explode. It teleported. But I'll finish it with this.
That took forever! Forever! Farewell, nameless wilderness! I will never forget the suffering I endured these past 3 days!
Whoa, Huh? Did the man in black threaten them too? I gathered the orbs, of course.
What? Then let me confirm. No way!
I brought back 3 of each orb. I hope that's okay.
I meant 3 orbs of the same color, not 1 of each color, let alone 3 of each. Normally people return with 3 of the color most susceptible to their strongest attack. But you brought back all 3 colors? No one's ever passed the exam like this before. I didn't think it was possible.
And?
I had to go through a lot, but it worked out because they hired me as a temporary instructor.
Good work, young master.
We have some time until the next step. Maybe we should check out that hot pot restaurant.
Oh, you mean Gotetsu? Yes, we should.
I wonder if they serve shamaname. Academy City began, however.
That's never even happened before. No one was supposed to pass this time, but he did. I don't get it.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, let's just say someone made an interesting request. They said we have enough practical skill teachers, and they wanted to increase the difficulty of the exam, so... And he gathered all 3 colors anyway, instead of just 1. I still can't believe it.
I see. How very interesting indeed.
Thanks for your patience. Here are the hot pots you ordered.
Shiki's new obsession, cream hot pot.
Nothing beats the sweetness.
Meat and vegetables and a super sweet cream.
Wait a second. Come to think of it, you work at the academy, isn't that right?
Yeah, I'm heading there after this.
In that case, when you get there, Luria, could you help me, please? Oh my goodness, we seem to be getting busy. Well then, enjoy your food.
Thanks, we will.
Young master, would you mind if I ordered seconds?
Shiki, is your blood sugar okay?
Those are all the employee regulations. It's really not that hard. Just don't exchange money on academy grounds and you'll be fine. Does that make sense? Faculty members. The way that it works is, teachers make 10 silver coins per student. Part-time teachers can lecture up to 30 students at once. Now then, I suppose we should discuss when you'd like to start. Does next week work for your first lecture?
Yes. I'm planning to limit my class to no more than 10 students, and starting next week should be no problem.
How very strange. Most teachers try to gather as many students as possible for a higher salary.
I'm keeping it small out of an abundance of caution.
Do you have a moment? Forgive me. My name's Bright. I'm one of the full-time lecturers here. I see. So you plan to teach a class focused on practical skills?
Yes, with an emphasis on using magic.
Well, I teach theory mostly, but I also include a few combat techniques. I'll put the word out. We have an abundance of exceptional students this year. Some can even cast floating spells and communicate telepathically.
Hang on, does he mean them? Exceptional, huh?
If I may, I hear that you possess some extraordinary abilities yourself. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Now this is a library.
Hello, may I help you?
My assistant is busy submitting a facilities use request, so I came here myself to find class materials.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm the librarian here. So if you're looking for any books in particular, just ask.
In that case, do you have any books on magic incantations?
Oh, that's rather bland of you. I'm surprised, Kuzuno. Excellent! You created an instant magical barrier. I'm on the faculty here, after all. Part of my job is knowing all the teachers' names.
I heard the Academy has hundreds of teachers. I find it hard to believe you learned my name so quickly.
You caught me. The truth is, I heard about you over a meal I shared with an exam proctor. That's all. It's nothing sinister.
Is that really all?
Well, no. Luria from the Gotetsu, she's my younger sister. She mentioned 2 strange new regulars. Said they always order 2 hot pots. She said Shiki likes their cream hot pot in particular. In that case, when you get there,
Oh, she must have been trying to tell me about her sister. I see. Their faces certainly look similar, but...
Kuzunoha, your gaze speaks volumes. You might want to watch yourself. You might get in trouble.
Right, sorry.
Oh, I'm just joking. By the way, I'm Ava. I can usually be found at the counter. It's very nice to meet you.
I'm detecting a hint of darkness behind that smile. She reminds me of Mio, come to think of it.
Beretta, would you mind showing me that trick one more time?
What? Again?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, I am working at this shop to learn how to cook, so I should see every technique twice.
Right. Since you've paid the owner to study here, I suppose I don't have a choice. But promise me you won't swing a knife around the kitchen again?
The truth is, I have 0 skills when it comes to using a knife in a practical way.
Well, okay. Here's how you do it.
So you use the base of the knife to remove the eyes of the potato. I see. Last time I peeled a potato, the whole thing vanished. But incredible! It's as thin as a sheet of paper.
The owner actually learned this technique in Laurel. It's called rotary cutting.
Rotary? What does that mean?
I didn't ask, so I'm not really sure.
Rotary cutting. It seems like it could be useful outside of cooking.
I don't even want to know.
So, this teacher doesn't talk? He just writes?
And he's got some kind of assistant. Oh, great. That doesn't sound too promising.
Well, Mr. Bright told us to attend his class, so I guess we'd better.
I honestly don't care how he teaches, as long as it makes me stronger.
Is the teacher a demi-human?
I heard he's human.
If he's ugly, I'm dropping his class.
Dispel listening, Kai. They don't take me seriously.
Since your pay is determined by the number of students you have, it all stands if that's what you'd prefer.
If I'm too nice to them, then they'll never take me seriously. I'm going to be as scary as I can be.
Hello? Did we come to the right place for Kuzunoha's class?
Yes, you did, in fact. I'm his assistant Shiki, and I bid you all welcome. We're planning to open a shop in town eventually. We hope you'll all stop by.
He's handsome. He seems nice.
And this is...
I'm Kuzunoha. I'm a merchant. I ran a caravan in the wasteland.
Is he a kobold?
How awful. So not good.
Our focus here will be magic, and be forewarned, I teach a tough class, so pay attention.
A magic class? But swordplay's my thing.
You there, with the blonde hair. How are your abilities with each of the elements?
I have a strong aptitude for wind.
What about you?
I can also use fire. And a bit of wind.
Is there anyone here who can use multiple elements at the same level? I'll take a page out of Tomoe's book. I now see what I'm working with here. Unfortunately, as things stand, none of you will ever be better than third rate.
Third rate? Isn't that a little bit harsh? We were admitted to the academy based on our abilities.
I simply spoke it as I saw it.
But wait a minute. The fact that all of us specialize in one particular element is common practice, right?
Yeah, what he said.
That's normal, right?
Say you're out on the battlefield and your one element gets obliterated. If that's all you've got, you'll be torn to shreds. That's why it's imperative that you master 3 elements at the very least.
Well, anyone can talk about the battlefield, but can you back it up?
Yeah, can you do what you...
That way, you can decide for yourselves if we've got what it takes.
Hey, that staff! It has so much mana.
From various elements, too.
But as for the instructor, I don't sense any mana emanating from him at all.
Let's begin.
Thank you for letting me practice my skills against you, Kuzunoha. Here I come.
No, wait! It's already over? It's not over?
Is that a magical barrier?
Your speed has improved exponentially, Shiki. When we formed our contract, you could barely run.
I've been training with Tomoe and Mio all this time. Just the other day, I practiced running on water.
What are those two? An instant barrier. You're good.
Thank you, young master. High praise coming from you.
This is unbelievable. The teacher predicted his movements. What is this? Because it doesn't seem like just a battle between mages to me.
Let's see what you do with this! Damn it. Another counterspell? I gotta say, Shiki, I'm impressed.
First earth, now fire and water at once? I'm still stuck on how powerful their silence spells are.
Little do these children know, it's all thanks to my staff. The Elder Dwarves certainly do excellent work, don't they?
There's no
heavenly light like the rays of the sun. Ultimate flame from Hutchinson's
The power of shadow. We're speaking incantations. Wait, but I thought our teacher couldn't speak. Is that the ancient tongue? If their spells are that strong without incantations, what are they like with them?
I am beaten.
Uh-oh. I might have gone a little too far. That's all for today. Whether or not you show up for the next class is up to you. If you want to become stronger, I'd advise it. Shiki, I injured one of them. Could you do me a favor? Heal the girl with the...
Well, students, thank you for coming today.
What even was all that?
I'm not taking a class from him. No way. That was scary.
That was amazing!
That last incantation, it wasn't chanted in common. Was it noble? No gruff? Maybe even weird? That was positively terrifying.
How embarrassing. I talked down to him. Then I couldn't even avoid the debris.
Let me heal that, miss.
Is that ointment?
Forgive me. Forgot to say it's cold.
My wound. That must be an expensive magical medicine.
Oh, that? It's only regular magical medicine, nothing special. I'm just glad you won't have a scar.
Come on, Mr. Bright. I can't fathom him referring us to these two. Ever since I first came to the academy, I've yearned for someone to call master. Have I found him at last?
I'm worried about next lesson. What do you think?
I believe half will remain.
I'm not so sure. What should I do about it? My face is stuck like this.
I think you look great. So fierce.
I think I should scale back the tomboyness from here on out.
You were on the battlefield, weren't you?
I was, sadly.
I heard that they settled upon a name for it. The lake the battle formed? They're calling it Star Lake now.
You understand that we're being punished, right?
Mm-hmm.
We humans committed the grave sin of fighting the demons, and now we're paying a hefty price for it.
Who's punishing you? The goddess?
No. The goddess never treats humankind with anything but unconditional love and grace. But when we stray, that is his responsibility alone. The young sorcerer who cloaks himself in blue and red. That is the reason he let fly an arrow of punishment, one that destroys everything it touches.
Arrow of punishment? Pardon. I need to take a look at your memories. Of course his idea of irritating someone is just changing the scenery. Never a dull moment with the young master. I can always count on that much. Now then, I wonder what I should tell them.
5 of them stuck around? I'm shocked.
Time for attendance. Mithra Casper. Here.
He's from Rhodesguard. Both parents are affiliated with temples. Exceptional grades in classroom lectures.
Family name. Still feels weird.
This guy? Married? Weird indeed. His wife is on maternity leave from the academy. He's young, too. My age.
Abelia Hopleys.
Here, you should call me Abelia. If not, that'd be a major hassle.
If I recall correctly, there's another student named Hopleys. He's the son of an aristocratic family from Limia.
Izumo Kusakabe.
Here. An aspiring mage. His name sounds very Japanese because he's from the Laurel Commonwealth.
Jean Roland. Here.
An aspiring swordsman. At the top of his class in practical skills. Is this guy sure he wants to be in my magic class? Okay, bro.
Pardon, you usually communicate through writing, but during our last class you spoke an incantation.
Oh, right, that clearly confused them.
To clarify, Common is the only...
Common is the only language I'm unable to speak. Did I get that right?
Yes. Circumstances have prevented me from speaking that one.
Gonna elaborate?
Let's just start the lesson. Who can tell me what effect spending mana has on the body?
Let's see. Once a person is depleted half of their mana, mental exhaustion leads to fatigue.
When they reach 20%, lethargy turns extreme. If you use all your mana, you can even lose consciousness. Or puke.
Exceeding one's limits has been known to result in death.
This stuff belongs in a beginner lesson. Why ask us that now?
As a reminder, next I'd like to identify your limits in battle. Keep in mind that injury is a possibility.
Battle?
Injury?
Don't worry. I've got plenty of mana and stamina recovery medicines on hand. For a price. Now...
I've never used this much magic in my friggin' life!
Now pierce my enemies! Flame Lance!
Abelia, that's quite enough.
No, I can keep going!
Teacher, I can tell he's holding back, but all his attacks are still so heavy. Huh? Healing magic? Here, I give you the last of my mana. Good luck, friend.
Mithra, don't die!
Huh. Rather than waste good mana on defense, he's leaving things in the hands of the strongest fighter. Wise choice.
Damn it, at least let me land one!
Your swings are too wide, and don't charge in recklessly.
Oh, man.
Up in front of Mr. Shiki.
Couldn't we have, worked up to this level of beatdown, maybe?
Knowing the limits on paper is one thing. Practical experience is another. But for good measure, I want a detailed report on everything you've learned today.
Evil?
That's match! The winner is Elamgan Hopleys!
You've really stepped it up lately. Excellent work!
Yeah.
This is a magical medicine being developed at the Academy. It improves your physical and magical abilities rather dramatically. What do you say? Would you care to try it?
What's he doing here? He can't be an academy instructor.
Those students have more potential than I expected.
Yes, indeed.
This one, Izumo, right? It's clear he's a mage. He was using some pretty complex spells. Dinah, the married boy, has a quick wit and good judgment. probably the sharpest one of the bunch. The girl, Abelia, uses her mana and physical strength well. Mithra, the tall kid, quite literally took one for the team. He admitted defeat and gifted his remaining mana. Last but not least, there's Gene. He remained standing until the end without expending all his stamina or mana. He was constantly checking on what and how the others were doing, too. He'd make a good leader.
And you gleaned all that detail while fighting? Impressive.
I may not be cut out to be a teacher, but I will do my very best. No matter the task, once I decide to do something, I always see it through.
The Assassin's Guild did a rather mage, but he destroyed your weapon, too.
Forgive me, but to be fair, I wasn't told I would be facing a foe capable of shattering a blade crafted from the scales of the greater dragon Mitsurugi.
I find such excuses tiresome.
You will atone. Get rid of that piss.
My business and lessons are going so well. How did I end up like this?
Oh, Kuzunoha, please take me as your lawful wife! After you've married 2 other women, that is.
To be completely honest, I was not expecting this world to be fiercely polygamous.
Please take
They don't really care about me. They hope to become my third or subsequent wife and dodge marital duties. Is that what marriage is like here? It's so not what I'm used to. It's a lot less...
Pardon me, but who are those people?
Well, let's just say they're a married couple to whom I owe a great deal. The two of them were very close. I guess that's why I find the students' view of marriage rather alien and unromantic.
I believe I understand. Many of our girls are the daughters of nobles or merchants. So it would make sense that they do not view marriage as an act of romance.
Teens already think that way.
It's hard to believe you're so naive. Oh dear, you're just so pure.
Knowing they're not in it for the money, those two are suddenly a lot more appealing.
How did it go? Your investigation of the Sea of Trees.
Well, seems someone fought like at the waterfall, and sometime before the Battle of Fort Stella.
I see.
If you want my opinion, it was Sophia Bolga, the Dragon Slayer. What about you? Any luck digging up leads on that ring that can suppress the goddess's power?
No, I have yet to discover a thing about it. Though I think I know who was responsible for creating Star Lake.
Yeah, it could only have been him. Who else but the boss would have been able to...
Silence now. You were followed here.
Who is it?
Here who possesses an unusual weapon.
So it's this they're after then.
You may enter.
Please pardon the intrusion.
Samurai? You some kind of cosplayer?
My name is Tomoe. This is Lime. We're guards for the Kuzunoha Trading Company on the frontier.
Is that a fact? So that's how you got such majestic weapons.
Question. You've got an old-fashioned way of speaking. Gives off full badass vibes. How old are you?
I have no idea what you're babbling about. What I do know is that it's poor form to ask a woman her age. I don't even know your name.
Fair point. Tomoki Iwahashi and Lady-in-Waiting Mora. And you may call me Lily.
The second princess of Gratonia.
Or knighthood about you. What brings you to this place?
It's simple. We came to study the lake that's up there.
Hey, that's a katana you've got there, right? Let me see.
If you insist. The design of this blade is quite...
Yeah, sorry, I'm not at all interested in that. This thing is stuck.
I'm sorry. What I was trying to tell you before is that only I can unsheath it.
No, that's impossible. There's not supposed to be a weapon in this whole world that I can't wield.
This blade is my comrade in arms. So please be gentle with it. Now I shall satisfy your curiosity. Its name is Shirafuji. Behold true splendor.
Oh, wow.
That sword.
It's stunning.
Are you appeased? We've business to attend to. I insist that you leave at once.
That's quite a weapon. I wonder if you'd be willing to...
Then you'd know that only I can wield it.
I had hoped to keep this a secret, but you leave me no choice. You're speaking with Princess Lily of Gratonia. This young man is Tomoki. He is our hero, granted to us by the grace of the goddess. For all humans, rather. For the very future of this entire world. Will you consent to help us?
Oh, I'm shaking over here. It's clear now. You have ulterior motives for wanting this extraordinary blade. Perhaps you intend to use it to develop your own weapons.
Surely you jest.
There is no amount you could offer that would tempt me. My blade will never be yours.
Say, boss,
These folks are the heroes' party after all, and helping them would only benefit the trading company. I'm sure this guy would make good use of my katana.
Has clearly lost his mind.
Keep your dumb katana.
Are you sure?
I am the hero. I'll defeat the demons and restore the peace. There isn't a thing that can stop me. Listen up, Tomoe. I'd like to request your assistance. I want you to serve me in my cause.
Is that right? I have a request. Stop gazing at me in such a lecherous manner.
You've got it wrong.
I'd heard the hero hailed from another world, but who knew he would be such a disappointment? First he insults me, then he has the audacity to look at me with lust in his eyes. He could learn a great deal from the young master.
That said, I'm still waiting for your response to my kind invitation.
Oh, must I spell it out for you? My body and mind belong
on her.
You're a dragon, aren't you, Tomoe? You're no ordinary dragon either. You're a powerful one, with great presence and incredible strength.
The most powerful dragon in this territory is Laika the Waterfall.
I am not Laika the Waterfall.
Did she read my thoughts?
Tomoe, I command you to join me in serving my brother's noble cause!
I see. So you possess the ability to command dragons. That can only mean you fancy yourself a dragon summoner.
Please, Tomoe, I didn't mean to.
Keep your meaningless thoughts out of my head, girl!
What just happened to me?
Did she dispel the effect of my magic eye?
I don't understand. You're a nobody!
My goodness. You're acting like a spoiled child throwing a tantrum.
Shut up! I'm the chosen hero!
Oh, hero of the Empire. You're nothing but a hopeless piece of trash thrashing about in the wind.
Better stop looking at me like that!
Princess Lily, know that I will pretend we never met. If you fail to grasp my meaning, and dare to act so foolishly ever again, I swear, the Empire's chosen hero will vanish into the void.
A mind-reading dragon who uses mists and illusions.
Tomoe, you're a rare research character. Mine. You will. I almost allowed that fool to take a hold of it. The precious sword you gave to me.
That's enough. Will you consent to become my clansman?
Of course.
That was quick, don't you think?
It's been a real pleasure pushing myself and getting stronger all the time. But I was powerless when it really mattered. That can't ever happen again. I won't let it.
In that case, let us begin. Don't worry, this won't hurt. It'll be over soon.
So these are seaweed scraps, but I can't tell which one is which.
My, it's absolutely delicious. The dried bits have real umami, and they're soft enough for humans to chew. They're not poisonous either. Wait! No, right there!
Oh dear, who's making such a racket? My beautiful kimono is now wet and dirty. Mangy beast, time to die. So you're the creature's owner? You may die at your servant's side.
Are you all right? How can I help? I understand why you're upset. He shouldn't have jumped on you. I'm sorry for the trouble.
This human is more concerned about my well-being than her own life and her dark hair.
I'll take full responsibility and make him reflect on his actions.
Reflect?
Go away, Horn! Go back inside!
What do you know? It's a type of spirit.
Guess so. He's some kind of guardian beast. I actually don't have any idea what all that means. My name is Hibiki. I'll see to it that your injuries are healed and your clothes are mended.
I'm Mio, and I have no injuries. The beast merely left a few marks on my clothes.
Even still, how can I atone?
If you insist, I know. Will you select the best pieces from that pile of seagrass for me?
Are you referring to that seaweed and kelp over there?
Seaweed? You're a seaweed expert? Wait, no, I'm just Hibiki. Yes, you already said that. Tell me, can you distinguish between seaweed and kelp?
I believe so. I think this one is kelp, and so that one must be seaweed.
So this is seaweed?
I thought it was a more vivid green. When you boil seaweed, it becomes a lovely shade of green. It's great in miso. I mean, it's delicious in soup.
Did you say miso soup? You know how to prepare that dish, don't you? This is marvelous! I must thank the young master for this feat.
No, let go of me! So you were on your way to Seagay in order to acquire weapons, is that so?
That's right. Certain circumstances demanded it.
No matter, it's truly none of my business. More importantly, tell me about that dish that involves cooking the pot lid.
I'm guessing you're talking about a thing called a drop lid. It's an item used when boiling food.
Hibiki. She acts tough, but her emotional scars run deeper than anyone can imagine. She's been hiding her identity in her travels, hoping in vain it will lift her spirits.
I have a question for you. Are you strong enough to rise to the coming challenge?
Well, I suppose it could be said that I'm a decent enough fighter.
Good. Right then. Handle the rare creature that's headed our way. An easy task for someone like you.
It has become fierce.
Hurry, Tia! Defensive barrier! Use your support magic, Woody!
Got it!
I'll handle this!
Not bad, but still, poor things. They're not properly equipped for this.
Why'd we have to encounter this thing before getting our new equipment? I must be as brave as Nafal. I must fight for Hibiki!
Idiot! Get out of there!
Farida, no!
We must regroup. Hibiki, what do we do?
No! Please, me!
For being so ignorant of your own strength. How disappointing. You may die now. It's finished. Is your little friend going to be all right? Oh, yes. He's not mortally wounded. Then he doesn't require assistance. I'd like to harvest this monster's materials if you'll
Mio, behind you!
It looks good on you, though.
The young master praised how I looked in this kimono. You ruined it! Die! Peace! If this can be mended. This awful distraction used up all of our precious time. We no choice but to hurry.
Hello again. It has become apparent that we have crossed paths before today. That's why you bit me when we met back there. You must try to understand that I'm very different now, your master. It must count for something that I rescued her. I swear I won't cause you harm. In exchange, you'd better not tell them what I truly am, you big filthy mongrel. Oh, there, look who's a good boy. Kuzunoha Trading Company.
The Kuzunoha?
Welcome. I knew you would come.
We wanted to thank you for your help.
Were you able to salvage it? Your torn kimono?
I shall have it restored soon. The young master wouldn't grant me even a single look while I was wearing this sad replacement.
I know why you invited us here, to discuss the incident with the monster. The truth is, I selfishly turned to you for help. I deserve whatever criticism you have for me.
Why would I waste my time criticizing you? You managed not to die. Isn't that what's important?
If that's how you feel, then why am I here?
To cook, of course. Huh? You can repay your debt to me simply by sharing your time and skill in the kitchen. You still haven't told me the secret of extracting broth from the seagrass.
Broth? That's it? That's all you want?
Indeed.
Acquire it. We must go and train in the wasteland.
There's no time to lose.
A party that struggled against that monster we faced has no business in the wasteland. It's a death sentence. You would be nothing more than monster fodder. But we must go.
Even if you speak the truth, we have to try and get stronger.
I'm not sure what your strange circumstances are, but this won't do.
Seems to me we can easily solve everyone's problems. How's this sound? We'll forge some equipment you can use to survive in the wasteland. You can pay us back for it later. During the 3 days it'll take to craft that equipment and the nights while you're training, you can teach me how to cook that blasted broth of yours.
Now, Baron, You know new equipment won't guarantee their survival, right?
Mio, wow. Do you really think I can learn to cook the perfect broth in just 3 measly days? So it's the broth she's worried.
Accompany them on their travels.
I love it! That protects their lives and my broth lessons. What a fantastic idea!
Thank you for the praise. So then, I trust we've all come to an agreement on this matter?
Yes, we'd be honored to accept your offer. She's gotten better at evaluating ingredients, and her knife skills aren't half bad either. But when it comes to applying force in other ways...
Here I go.
Why me?
Don't worry, a 33% success rate is nothing to be ashamed of. Are these here for dessert? I'd better try one.
They're delicious with a subtle spiciness.
Spicy?
Also, this broth tastes better not boiled. Are you sure it's necessary to ruin
Mio? It's so clear.
You've developed a tolerance for disgusting food, but you're somehow very sensitive to the delights of tasty food.
Thank you! That means I have a knack for cooking, doesn't it?
You must learn the difference between the two extremes of taste. That's the key to success, and also your only hope. I won't rest until you've mastered that lesson.
Let's begin!
A chance encounter unbeknownst to her master. The follower and the hero form a friendship. Meanwhile, we return once again to Rotesgard. Tomoe did?
Yes. She requested that we return to the demiplane. It seems she has quite a bit to report.
We have only been communicating telepathically, and I haven't been back at all.
I've made the arrangements. The forest ogres will look after the shop in Rotesgard.
That's pretty worrisome, but if you're sure, then okay. What the heck? What's going on?
All the various species came together and worked hard to finish it in time.
This whole thing is my house?
Welcome back, sir! We're so glad to have you home!
Well, thank you.
It's wonderful to see you, young master.
Everyone is so excited.
The whole demiplane has been buzzing.
We've been eagerly awaiting your return.
Why don't you lead us in a toast to start things off?
Sure. It's great to see you all again, and I can't thank you enough for this house you built for me. Please celebrate yourselves tonight, and don't drink solely to my return. So, cheers!
How awful. Spending all your time with children doing business at the academy?
You were certainly missed around here. We wish you'd spend more time in the demiplane. Would you like some?
Yes, thanks, Mia. Ooh, I eat something like this in Seagate. That's great. Super tasty. Is this?
Mio made that dish for you all by herself.
Huh?
Yep, that's right. She's learning to cook and she's quite diligent. In fact, Mio prepared most of those dishes.
Wow. Mio, I'm impressed. It's really good.
Young master! I've learned the joy to be found in cooking for those you love. Next time I'll prepare even more delicious dishes. Yes, even more delicious!
But where is she going?
She's probably headed to Seagate. There's an adventurer there who has some unusual...
Fun.
Well, I know she appreciates your support. Now then, after this, there'll be a meeting to report what we've learned in your absence. Till then, have fun, mingle.
Okay. So you're saying it's gonna be a long night?
Down to business. So during our investigation of the region where you once fought the Dragon Slayer... Don't panic, but we encountered a hero.
What?
He's working for the Gratonia Empire. His name is Tomoki Iwahashi. Apparently, he is around the same age as you are.
The same age as me, huh? Well, what was he like?
My overall impression was unfavorable. He seems up to no good. To put it mildly, the boy's a scumbag.
But he's a hero?
He overestimates his own abilities and is consumed by selfish desires. He may even intend to... I read the thoughts of the princess accompanying him. I detected the mental image of a firearm.
It would appear Gratonia's hero must have explained the concept to the nation's humans then.
They're not as powerful as magic, but small firearms can be used for assassinations or even mass murder depending on the situation.
If I may, I found both of them rather unpleasant. I considered eliminating them and forgetting to mention it.
Yikes! Don't kill people without reason, no matter how rude! Let's just watch and wait to see what they do.
Noted. On to the subject of the goddess's powers and the Dragon Slayer. Sadly, I couldn't find any useful information.
You find anything on me?
On you? Well, no, not really. Or not specifically. There were rumors about someone who may or may not have gone on a destructive rampage, though. Word there is, they launched an arrow powerful...
A monster would... Are you sure it wasn't a goddess? Sounds pretty on brand for her. What's so funny?
Oh, forgive me. It's just that the rumors also say this person has to be a demon.
A demon, huh? Okay. Now it's my turn to report what I learned.
Shiki's already filled me in. At least about the Academy City. He tells me that you're rather popular over there.
They shared that? Doesn't seem very newsworthy.
Oh, I heartily disagree. Why don't you make yourself comfortable and tell me all about it?
Shiki gave his report. What is there to tell? More importantly...
Yes, what is it?
Why is it so hot?
Yes, it is warm. This is unbearable.
For real, what gives?
Emma reported on the recent weather changes. One could perhaps...
You've even been falling ill.
I know what I think it is.
Is it me?
Yes, you. More precisely, it may be the effect of the mist gates you created. The ones outside the demiplane specifically.
Well, I've been putting gates all over the place at random.
Apparently, the location of the last gate you used is special. It's having a destabilizing effect on the weather.
Yeah, but it felt cool in the Academy City.
We don't seem to share their weather, you're right. The effect must not be that simple. The location's influence on our climate has to be more complex.
I intend to do some research. I had no idea that the locations of mist gates could influence the weather, let alone how.
My movements even have the power to change weather? This is going to make my travels more complicated.
What? But why? Why? I'm sorry. The people looking at blighted by my cooking. Whatever shall I do? I'm sorry. Truly. But there's just something that there is something important that I have to do.
It would have been wonderful to learn more from you about cooking, but it cannot be helped.
Oh, Mio. The wasteland was an even more brutal place than I ever imagined it would be. If I hadn't met you, I doubt any of my group would have survived. I thank you for your help, sincerely.
There's no need. You helped me too.
Please. On top of all you did, Baron made me this awesome sword, too.
I'm glad you like it so much. I hope you'll master wielding your toy quickly.
Mio, why don't you come with me?
No.
That was quick!
I have to get back to the young master.
What that? Understood. But what if I told you that my request is related to the fate of the world?
Oh, I couldn't care less about the fate of the world. The young master is all that matters to me.
Are you sure you mean that?
Oh yes, I am sure.
Well, you sure shot me down hard.
It's not personal. I simply don't intend to follow anyone except the young master.
I hear ya. Thanks for everything.
Hibiki, be careful on your way home.
Okay. And Mio, promise me you'll come to Limia someday? I'll try to remember a few more recipes for you.
Ah, you see, that's how you make an enticing offer. You'd better not forget about it.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it? We've been growing milk vetches and white clover. The children with a lovely place to play.
Looks like the harvests have increased too.
Indeed, under Shiki's instruction, we've improved all the farmland. We're currently able to harvest the fields every 2 weeks on average.
That's what I call forced cultivation. Impressive, Shiki.
I simply conveyed your knowledge to them. We accomplished it all thanks to your mind and the power of earth magic.
Well, we won't have to worry about food anymore. I am still worried about the unstable weather. But let's move forward with our plan to increase the population of the demiplane.
Very well. We've already begun the selection process. We've got 3 different groups to interview. Mio, Shiki, and Tomoe each recommended a species.
Wow, thanks. I'd like to do those while I'm here, if possible.
I'll make the arrangements. Also, Eld wished to speak with you.
Hey, when she was here, when she told me she damaged her kimono.
What? Damaged her kimono?
Yes. The back had a big tear in it. Fortunately, she wasn't injured in the ordeal. But it's this material that's the problem.
Is it from a powerful monster?
I've been doing some research on the subject, and the culprit appears to have been a monster that had consumed a wind spirit.
What? A wind spirit?
Considering the average strength of your typical monster, I find it unlikely that one could have preyed on a spirit, even a spirit in a weakened state. And that means...
that someone did this deliberately.
Pardon?
Yes? What is it?
It was me.
What was you?
It was me who created that monster.
What?
It happened before I met you. I was conducting one of my little experiments, which involved possession of a force, and then fed them to various monsters. I'm not proud to admit it.
What?
I thought they'd turn into existing spirits. Or undergo similar changes. I wasn't really sure, to be perfectly candid. But I never got to see the full results.
So you just abandoned them?
I beg your forgiveness!
About your experiment, was it just that once?
I've actually done it several times before. And not only with insectoids, there were some crustaceans as well.
Crustaceans, huh? Oh, I get it. Like what Tomoe ate.
Given the seriousness of this matter, should we inform Tomoe and Mio?
A little punishment would do you well. You did do something wrong, after all.
I will accept my fate.
I never expected Shiki to end up in this position. I'll be
Their dietary needs, social skills, special abilities, and certain other distinguishing characteristics. Tomoe chose an unusual species, while Mio followed her instincts and Shiki based his decision on their abilities.
I'm suddenly filled with dread.
I've already invited representatives from all three of the chosen species.
So we're not going to visit them? Making them come to us feels kind of arrogant.
They're the ones hoping to relocate here. This is the very least we should ask of them.
Oh there! You're scaring me, Emma.
Young master, this is important. You must learn to demand the respect that is due your station.
Well,
You're the master and you should act like it.
When did she get to be so intense? Hey, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to the demiplane.
This is truly a marvelous land.
My name is Makoto Misumi. I run this little place of ours.
And I am known as Kakun, the proud leader of the Wing King species. My advisor, Shona.
I am overjoyed to meet you.
Question. Just how long are you planning to stay up there?
Oh, please, forgive our rudeness.
Why so scary? So, wow. It says here there are quite a few of your kind. Surprising, considering your current habitat. It's even more remote than Tomoe's mountain.
It may be remote, but there are a few spots that are rich in resources.
How fortunate. And defense? Have you protected the village all by yourselves?
Yes. I'm pleased to say that we're fairly decent fighters.
If we may ask, regarding the relocation conditions...
Speak truly. Are you willing to treat us as equals with the current residents? Then I don't believe it.
You all live in harmony here, without taking resources from one another.
Talk about awkward. Well then, I know that we only just met and all, but would it be possible for you to remove your masks?
Are you certain? Our gaze is quite powerful. It has a strong petrification effect.
Gorgons. That's the kind of mythic creature Medusa was back in my world. I'll be fine, don't worry. And I'm able to protect Emma as well.
I see. No offense intended, but I fear I'm not sensing much mana coming from you.
You wouldn't dare underestimate our master, now would you?
Never!
Huh. You weren't exaggerating. Your gaze really is powerful. A type of magic
even turns our food to stone.
Assuming this document is accurate, your kind is comprised entirely of females?
That's correct. We reproduce by absorbing energy from the males of other species, you see. That's how we have survived.
They absorb a dude's energy with masks on?
No matter the father, all our children are born as Gorgons. Not ideal, but this method has served our purposes well enough.
With masks on?
Young master.
Oh, it's nothing. Regarding your relocation, we can't provide you with mates, so you'll, have to handle that business yourself if that's okay.
Yes, of course. That said, we're not certain the other residents will be able to withstand our gaze.
I can take care of that. With glasses or something similar. We'll just replicate the effect of your masks.
Wait, you can do that?
Sure. After all, you've no trucks at town, as well as chip in with whatever other duties may arise. So we're square.
Wow, you have our gratitude. It's just... Are you certain we're not too much trouble? We won't blame you if so, since we can turn things to stone, but we can't turn them back.
There's a solution for every problem, so don't sweat it.
Huh?
This should work. Probably. Oh. Looks like I'll need to apply petrification resistance, too. Done.
It's not turning to stone. Impressive. I was so sure we would be doomed to wear those masks forever. We beg you! Won't you please allow us Gorgons to live here? Pretty please let us?
That should be fine. Just try your best not to bother figures around, so... You might even think about engaging in one-night stands. Oh, now would be a good time to stop talking. Let's see. You fairies are trying to leave the forest you live in because you've been found by a pack of Rizu, is that right?
We are not fairies. We're Alamera.
You've got some nerve comparing us to bugs.
Sorry, my mistake.
Actually, our species is somewhere between fairies and spirits. We're even able to command lower-ranking spirits.
We gather nectar well, and we can easily communicate with each other.
With this in your presence, why would Mio choose such awful creatures?
Deep breaths. There are a lot of them, sure. We could use them to gather info. Tiny spies.
Count us in, for we are the brave Al Alamera.
Perfect. Then prepare.
Inviting these silly creatures into the demi-plane would be disastrous.
But they seem nice.
Nice? Disregards the fate of their kind. No leader should behave as they have. They make terrible representatives.
Okay, easy. Let's all calm down.
Never. It's not right. You're being too soft on them, young master. You call yourselves Al Alamera? You think you're somewhere between fairies and spirits, huh? If you're so great, why not chase off that pack of Rizu yourselves?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, you're just a pig.
Did you really say what I think you did? I won't rest until you're in a birdcage! I hope the Rizu overrun your entire pathetic forest, you annoying winged pest!
Emma! Control yourself! At least it's relatively cool out tonight.
I'm glad to see 2 species made it past their intimidate the Gorgons.
In that case, I will look after the Wingken folk. I shall devise a training regimen, too.
Thanks a lot, both of you.
I have to say, though, Mio chose an odd species to bring here.
Good evening, young master. Here, give this a try.
Raw veggie sticks and... Huh? Is that white stuff mayonnaise? Did you make that?
Yes, I tried my best.
Wow, I'm so excited. Yum, it's great. This takes me back.
So this is that mayonnaise condiment. Mio, would it be alright if I tried some as well?
Go ahead, but you'd better savor it.
What's this? Acid, richness, umami? Such a complex flavor. Perhaps I could use it.
This is utter garbage compared to the miso soup I'm working on.
Who knows if you'll finish that soup? That's why I've been working to recreate all of these dishes. In fact, miso soup is next on my list.
But I'm very nearly finished with my own.
Come to think of it, I bet Tomoe would absolutely love Morokyu. 2 new species have joined the demiplane. Meanwhile, rumors of new students have started spreading far across the Academy City.
Hey, have you heard? Seems those 2 are coming back next week.
Who are those 2? You don't mean... Have they recovered from their illness already?
The better question would be, were they ever really sick in the first place?
They're just your typical nouveau riche scum with no character. Unfortunately, their grades are exemplary, which only makes them worse. I hear... Does Kuzunoha know about them?
He's new, so there's a low chance of that. But I highly doubt they'll bother him. They only target pretty faces after all.
Those Rembrandt sisters. I sure hope they don't cause any...
We're pleased to see you again, young master.
These spoils are yours for the taking.
Thank you. What am I, an evil bailiff?
It looks like business was booming in your absence. Perhaps we should consider taking on more employees.
We have you 2 to thank for that. Here, your bonus.
Whoa, I must be dreaming. They're real, perfectly delightful yellow happy bananas just for us.
Were they in withdrawal? Banana addiction is no joke, kids. And the paperwork for today's lecture?
I've already received authorization. I believe everything should be in order.
Hey, Kuzunoha. May I steal you for a moment?
Hello, Bright. Long time no see.
Would you mind terribly? Summer break is upon us and runs through the school festival. That means I can safely expect a few of my dear students to attend class injured.
Understood. I'm happy to oblige.
Wonderful. I tried some myself and was most impressed by the results, and at such a low price.
That's kind of you to say. I have other products as well. You should visit my store sometime.
You've convinced me. I shall.
I dare say your reputation here is improving.
Thanks to your advertising efforts. I just hope he's not looking to resell.
I'll look through these on your behalf. Just do what's necessary. I'll handle all the rest.
I appreciate you. These ridiculous proposals are becoming a form of harassment. Though, the ones addressed to you seem more hardcore.
Please look at this. They're student lecture applications.
This from Karen Force. The others are... Wait, what? Are those two who I think they are? Today, we welcome 3 new students. Please, introduce yourselves.
I am Shifu Rembrandt. I took some time off school due to an illness. I'm not fully recovered just yet, so I truly hope I'm not too much of a burden to you. It's a pleasure to meet you. As you can see, I'm a human. I specialize in attack magic. My elements are earth and fire. My earth affinity grants me the protection of spirits.
I'm Yuno Rembrandt, Shifu's little sister. I returned to school today too. Oh, and I'm a human. I'll try my very best here. I specialize, depending on the situation, my weapon of choice is a bow or spear. I primarily use enhancement magic, but it's not one of my strengths.
What a relief. I'm glad to see those two are thriving after that curse.
I'm Karen Force. I transferred here from the Husk Royal Academy. I'm a human too, and I specialize in the water element.
This girl... I trust you will be kind to each other. Also, Rembrandt sisters.
Yes, sir.
As you may know, your father and I are friends. Even so, don't expect me to go easy on you.
Wouldn't dream of it.
What's going on here? Those aren't the vicious sisters I know.
Don't be fooled. It must be a trap.
They're probably just pretending to be nice.
Are they acting weirder than usual?
The sisters have garnered a poor...
Really? That's not my impression of them at all.
Banana!
I have prepared something particularly fun for today's lesson.
Huh?
I must ask my new students to wait here. The rest, come with me. The task is simple. You're going to fight the creature I'm about to summon here.
Summon?
You can cast summoning spells too.
Must we face the sting of defeat again? I doubt I'll be making my next lecture then.
I would really hate to embarrass myself in front of those 3.
Here it comes. Stay focused.
I've never seen this type of lizard man before today. How strong is that thing?
That's a secret. All you need to know is that Mr. Blue Lizard here is my friend.
You're friends with him?
Thanks for coming today. Don't use your breath and fight it around 20%. You'd be surprised how often that works in life. As for the new students, you'll be fighting me. That said, you'll just be attacking me while I observe. At times, I'll point out your combat tendencies and issue assignments. I'll be writing them, so keep an eye out. If you fail to correct the errors I mention, I'll have to start foiling your attacks. Keep in mind that you may get injured.
So strong.
Begin.
Divine Goddess, may you bless me with your miraculous light. I beseech thee, unmelting ice. Please grant me an imitation of your strength.
What?
Too weak. That simply won't do. Imbue it with mana and enhance your physical body. Whoops.
Behold, Frostbreak!
Good work. That was an impressive delay on your spell, Karen. And Shifu, who even accounted for the blinding effect. Shifu, focus your intensity. Cast faster. Karen, focus on power and effect duration over speed. You know, your physical enhancement and mana imbuement are sloppy. What's more, you're too intent on firing one powerful shot, so your bow work is careless. That won't suffice. Use your spear next.
Yes, sir. We've got this. Perhaps I'll actually try this time.
There is absolutely nothing you can do to avoid an unforgettable loss today. I only hope you learn from this frustration sooner rather than later.
Really pass through your fearsome tirade! Amelia!
No one fears my enemies! No, Cleveland!
Gotcha!
This concludes today's lecture. Your homework will be a report on areas in need of improvement. Karen, I'm curious about something. Come with me.
Yes, sir.
I almost died today. Lizards are scary.
What was that lizard man anyway? My report will begin and end with, that was crazy!
It was like a dragon. Is our teacher a dragon summoner or what?
My sister!
You know, there's no need to sound quite so pitiful.
Chin up, students. Kuzunoha isn't the type to present you with obstacles you can't overcome.
It's rather apparent that he's enjoying this.
It's true that he's being harsh on you. That is only because he has such high hopes for this group. I'm very nearly jealous at this honor he's bestowed.
Mr. Shiki, you don't happen to enjoy torment, do you?
I do not. It has simply been far too long since he has expected anything so grand from me.
My heart!
That aside, I hope you aren't deterred.
Don't you dare worry about my sister and me. We won't give up on this class.
We're excited to study with all of you.
Oh, same.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's get to it. Care to exchange thoughts on today's lesson?
Of course, thank you.
Hear that, sister? Good thing we scheduled a free period after this.
It's almost like
their personalities have changed.
Sir, may I ask why you pulled me aside? I was a military mage back in my kingdom. If you doubt me, I can recite the details of my assignment.
I have thoroughly looked into your past.
Then I don't understand what the issue is.
I have my doubts that I'm speaking to the real Karen Force right now.
What a silly joke. Of course I'm the real Karen. Who else would I be? Oh, could it be? Do you wish to know me more intimately? That can be arranged.
What do demons want with the Academy? You may not have horns, but the color of your skin and eyes, there's no mistaking it. You're a demon.
You're confused. Take a good look at me. What about me is even remotely demonic?
Your little charms won't work on me, hornless demon.
Do not call me hornless, you foul human. I'll kill you.
Is that what happened to the real Karen?
Yes, but it was not I who killed her. It was her own allies.
I see. Poor girl.
You're a cold one. Are you sure you're a human? I thought you'd be enraged to find out I'm a demon, no?
Well, oh man, what a bother. I oppose discrimination in all its forms. If there can be an understanding, then species doesn't matter.
How is it you speak the demon language?
I can speak everything other than common. Now, what should I call you?
That's none of your business.
So that's how it is.
Yes. Time to say goodbye, teacher. You'd only get in the way of my work.
The demon's name is Rona.
You know who she is?
Yes. We crossed paths a few times when I was a lich. She is unaware of my identity.
We'll keep that to ourselves. I'm a merchant by trade. That means I value information above all else. We have the advantage in information and in number.
Right you are. These circumstances are unfavorable. Enough chatting, don't you think? Let's get out of here. Oh, this is simply delicious!
Slow down! I spent a lot of time cooking that to perfection!
This one's good too!
Stay away from my cream stew, demon, or die!
Please, let's calm down. Deal? I hate to interrupt a good meal, but about our discussion.
Our discussion? First, tell me about the Kuzunoha Trading Company. Your other shop's in Sige in the Kingdom of Ion.
Yeah, right. We don't belong to any nation. Neither human nor demon.
But what you're saying doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It shouldn't be all that surprising to you. Seeing as how some humans have already sided with the demon army, it only goes to follow that others have chosen to remain neutral.
I suppose that explains why you're gathering information.
More importantly, what do you want? Why'd you infiltrate the Academy City?
Don't look at me all suspicious. I don't intend to defy you again.
Regardless, she is a vixen who uses charms and seduction to get what she wants. Don't let your guard down.
Truly delectable. Half-cooked cuisine must never be underestimated.
You called yourself neutral earlier. Do you intend to become a merchant of death?
No, I just don't want anything to interfere with...
But I understand your intentions now. I think it's important that we get to know each other. I mean, really get to know each other.
How so?
You should be aware that if you sleep with Kuzunoha, you will be made to regret that choice for all your days.
Oh, that's what she wanted to know.
You're no fun. I was craving an intimate knowledge of him. That lecture of his was just a tease.
I can't believe you failed to recognize the true nature of Kuzunoha's infinite power.
So, could you go ahead and answer my question already?
The reason I infiltrated? I'll tell you. I'm here to investigate and stop the humanoid experiments secretly being conducted in this city.
It's good to see you again, boss.
You too. And you would be?
Don't tell me you forgot about me. I'm Lime, of course. Lime Latte. What about it?
You're acting as Tomoe's spy now, if I recall correctly.
That's right. And her latest order is that I assist you however I can.
Well timed. There's something I want you to investigate here. Several demi-humans have been kidnapped already. Word on the street is that they're victims of trafficking. The Assassin's Guild is complicit as well. I was targeted once myself, so my information is more than reliable.
If it's as you suspect, that's deplorable. I'll find them. You can count on it.
Could you two help him when you're all done working for the day?
You want us to work overtime?
Unpaid overtime sucks.
I'll give you bonuses, a bunch of them.
We'll do it!
Young master, it would be wise to treat everything Rona says with utmost skepticism.
Yes, I know that. Well, are you gonna tell me how you two know each other?
She used me and dragged me into trouble on several occasions. She apparently owes the Demon King a significant debt, and is pathologically loyal to him as a result. Though she's not as strong as Mio, she's an exceptionally conniving creature. Think of her as a much slyer, Mio.
Eesh, that's utterly terrifying! I see. Then please keep a close eye on her as well.
Of course. I am on it.
Alrighty. It's time for me to pay them a visit.
I've prepared a gift for just this occasion.
Oh, thank you. You're really the best, Shiki. This is the noble lady's dormitory? I think I underestimated just how rich Rembrandt's love for his daughters is.
Indeed. It wasn't easy securing an audience with them either.
How difficult was it?
It took a great deal of effort on my part. But I can assure you there will be no lingering effects.
Yeesh! Now that's terrifying! While you were ill, I mean. Congratulations on your recovery. I'm so glad you're okay.
Huh? You are?
You're acting different than you did in class.
You see, my lectures have a way of bringing out my stern side. Please don't tell the other students about this. It'll be our little secret. How's that sound?
Kuzunoha, we could never thank you enough for saving our lives. We're both forever in your debt.
You made us healthy. If we can ever help you in any way, please don't hesitate to ask. Really, we're on your side and we always will be, so don't you forget it, you hear?
I didn't expect this level of gratitude. And what do you know? Is Yuno a tomboy? All I ask is that you spend the rest of your lives doing all you can to find happiness. Also, if you can, please don't speak to me in such a formal way.
We can't.
I released you from the curse to free you.
You have our promise.
Make sure you don't go back on your word just because of my ugly face. When you two were suffering that illness...
Stop! Please don't ever mention that awful time. Really? It would be far less embarrassing if you had seen us naked.
That reminds me. I recall your father mentioning that he intended to record your recovery process.
That was before we and our mother explained the situation to him. Our father has since repented for his foolishness.
He was punished along with that careless Morris. They shouldn't have made you apply to become a teacher.
That is true terror! Well then, I think I'm starting to see where those rumors came from.
How fascinating. Despite belonging to the humans upper class, the Rembrandt sisters paid no heed to appearances. It's hard to believe doing what they did cured them of their disrespectful behavior.
I like the thought of that, as it would mean being cursed wasn't a total waste.
Oh, I have no doubt they'll be just fine.
Agreed. I've got high hopes for those rookies. I pray their futures are full of light. That said, this world is a cruel place. There's light, but also darkness.
Humanoid experiments? I swear, I don't know anything about any kidnappings, okay?
This is on Academy territory. Looks like this area is being redeveloped. These discarded clothes. Don't move. Unless you're ready to die.
A festering darkness has set its roots in the city. I tried investigating in secret. However,
I was supposed to meet with Lime at dawn, but I can't reach him, even telepathically. The last time I heard from him, he was where the academy is under construction.
He hasn't been ordered to kill anyone, so I highly doubt he was fighting. He'd have slipped away, disappeared.
you're right. And he's too skilled for me to believe that someone got the better of him.
Rona, perhaps we have been deceived by her wiles after all. I wouldn't be surprised. She would betray while shaking our hands.
Could be, but it's still way too soon to jump to conclusions. Let's get going.
Damn it. They took my sword as well.
Got some nerve asking me that.
Look, I'm sorry you got dragged into all this. Don't move. You don't have a death wish, do you?
Not really. I rather enjoy the pleasures of the material world. And besides, I've decided to give up on reincarnation. Well now, that's an extraordinary sword you've got in your possession. It simply reeks of enchantment.
This is bad. Better tell the boss.
Not so fast. You'll find I've blocked your telepathy. I derive a great deal of pleasure from savoring experiences.
I just need one hit.
Forgive me. I can't have you misbehaving like that. I'll have to be a bit rough with you. They'll likely take your life, but not yet. Best of luck.
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Silence. We must leave here at
Who's
once.
there? To the test subject. Stay careful.
He has some strange magic sword. Who are they?
I sealed my own fate when I chose to rescue you. Though to be honest, I didn't expect them to turn on me so quickly.
Tell me, aren't you the school librarian? And your name's Ava, right? Right. That means you know Kuzunoha. I'm Lime Latte, of the Kuzunoha Trading Company. And I recognize your face.
You're no employee. Are you a bodyguard?
Those are one and the same. And unless I'm mistaken, you'd like to escape, wouldn't you?
We're dealing with a powerful organization here. They stabbed a meaningless librarian. My escape wouldn't change anything in the grand scheme of things.
Yes, all of that is true.
And it's also true that you lost, completely.
That's old news. Besides, he's not here. And you can hardly call it a loss.
What do you mean?
When I struck him, I left a handy little mark behind. It keeps me informed of his current location.
Even if I believe what you say, that doesn't change the fact that I'm in grave danger. If you're going to insist on rescuing me, will you also do something about the bad seeds who've taken root in the academy?
Why should I?
I can help your master, Kuzunoha. I have some information that I believe he'll find quite useful. And there's more. If you succeed at destroying the organization, I promise that a generous reward is in your future.
I accept. Kazakuruma. Don't tell me you've never seen a magic item. We may see some unpleasant sights on our way out of this place. I hope you're prepared.
I'll be fine.
This is sick. Most of them are demi-humans, though there are some humans in there as well. From the looks of it, they're not really targeting any specific species.
Kidnapping and humanoid experimentation. On such a large scale, no less. Drug and chimera experiments. Their goal is probably to enhance combat skills and magical abilities.
The boss needs to know about this. But I can't communicate telepathically here.
Have a plan?
I'm putting them out of their misery. I'll destroy every last trace of this disgusting lab. I'll turn these wretched tools to dust. I sense a dragon. It's somewhere in the vicinity.
Huh?
We are perhaps not dealing with demons.
A dragon? It could be Mitsurugi. You know, that Lancer guy? After all, they said they were allied with demons.
That would be most fortunate. As they die, they shall know the bitter taste of regret for ever daring to draw your blood. Good work, Lime. You've proven yourself most useful.
Cheeky?
Normally, I would be obligated to summon Tomoe and Mio, but in this circumstance, I can claim that the severity of the situation left me no other choice.
I never thought that I would get my reckoning, and yet here it is at last. It's time! It's time! You cannot outrun the hand of vengeance! You will soon come to understand the depths of your despair, but by then it will be far too late!
Hey, boss!
Oh, hey, Lime.
What is this?
I'm sorry. I know I screwed up and made you worry.
It's fine. Glad you're okay. See any dragons, by the way?
We managed to escape unharmed. I'll provide a full report of what I found out.
Seriously, though, what's Ava doing here?
Lime, you fool! Why couldn't you wait longer? You took my sweet dream and you burned it to ash!
Huh?
Must my excitement remain unquenched?
Control yourself! Deep breaths! Deep breaths! Lime Latte's report. The findings of my investigation into the Rotsguard Academy redevelopment area. Who is this man who pushed Lime around like a child? Is he not connected to the organization?
Young Master, Ava insists that she must speak with you.
Sure thing. I need you to go see Rona. She can help you track down the collaborators within the Academy.
Yes, it shall be done. I suppose I'm off to spur Rona into action, then.
You'll receive your reward just as soon as the mortal threat against me has been utterly eliminated. But my information can be shared at once.
I'm listening.
I got a good look at the two individuals in that portrait you have in your possession. Thing is, I recognize them. Would I be correct in my assumption that you're in search of the people in question?
I am. I'm hoping to figure out what path they took.
I thought as much. He was a noble. He held an important office in a certain nation. And the woman? She was a high-ranking priestess.
My parents? A noble and a priestess?
And there's more. They had planned to be married in Kalenion. It's a small satellite state from a place called Elysian, a kingdom that fell to ruin. However, I know they were forced to leave the state before they could even say their vows. Of the details. You should know, not much remains. Most of Kalenion's records were lost to invaders.
An invasion? She must mean the demon invasion from 10 years ago. It ended in a sweeping victory for the demons. There's something I don't get. How do you know about those two specifically?
That's because I'm from Kalenion.
I see. Did you witness the invasion?
Yes. Luria and I escaped, the only survivors. We were branded as cowards who abandoned our nation, and so we've stayed under the radar ever since then. We are no longer permitted to even speak our own family names aloud. We are shunned by all who learn of our situation, and we're sometimes subject to harassment. That is the price of our survival. In moments of weakness, Luria and I considered taking our own lives, but we knew that would solve nothing. Our deaths can't erase them. And to make amends, and we'll reclaim Kalenion, the lost lands of the Onslaught family.
How can two alone harbor such a lofty goal as that?
That is what's at stake for my sister and myself, and why I made contact with the organization.
Now I understand. So that's how it is.
I know that the members of the organization oppose the goddess. They share information and technology as well. I hate to say it, but it makes them quite formidable. I was investigating them in the vain hope that I could somehow use their vast resources to reclaim Kalenion.
But along the way, you ran into Lime, and the two of you were captured together.
Yes.
I understand now. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. Please don't worry.
Thank you. Truly.
An organization that opposes the goddess. I expect they'll join the war before long.
Boss! It's him! That jerk who manhandled me is heading this way right now!
Right. Go and fetch Shiki here at once.
I won't leave you!
Tomoe and Mio? But why?
It seems you're to face a difficult opponent.
Stand down this instant, Lime.
You're joking! You can't mean that!
Trust that everyone has their role to play. You would only get in our way.
With them here, we're good. We'll be fine.
As you wish.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Guildmaster of the Adventurers Guild. I came to apologize for my behavior toward an employee of yours. He's strong, but I have other business. Anyway, allow me to tell you the real reason I'm here. First things first. You there. Could you be a doll and serve me some fruit to go with this tea?
Mio, please bring him some fruit.
Very well. One moment, please.
And if you happen to have any other kinds of tea leaves, I'd like those next.
Go on, Guildmaster. Please state your business.
No need to be hasty, Makoto. That's not very friendly, is it? And you can drop that telepathy business, too. Since I'm not a human.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How are you so adorable? I bet you'd like to know if the goddess has found out about you, eh? Does that pique your interest? There's no need to fret. He's been making a lot of mistakes lately.
Who are you, really?
Wow, your real voice! It's nice. A man's voice should retain some youthful charm. Am I wrong?
Just answer my question. Who are you?
Oh, how rude. I haven't told you my name yet. Allow me to introduce...
I have had enough of this mockery, Luto. He's Banshoku.
Really? This guy?
Indeed. He's a genuine greater dragon. Among the greatest and undefeated. As his alias Banshoku suggests, Luto is the dragon of myriad colors.
Unbelievable. Greater dragons, the most powerful of them all. Mitsurugi, Bakufu, Sazanami, Akari, and Yamatoi are known as the 5 most famous ones in this world.
Dear Sheen, were you asleep in the wasteland so long that you forgot...
Enough! You will not deceive him. One more thing. I no longer answer to that name. I'm Tomoe.
Yeah. Trust me, Makoto. I have no intention of deceiving you. My intentions are pure.
You've changed. How long have you lived as a man? Now would be a good time to stick with the truth.
Huh? Just about 300 years. I was a woman so long, I eventually tired of those games.
You got bored of being a girl?
I should mention, I had an unforgettable relationship with a man. I experienced emotional satisfaction and a feeling of euphoria unlike anything I'd ever known. At the end of this fine friendship, I found true love. Admit it, sweet Makoto. You're innocent. No shame in that. I love it.
That's a no!
What's all this commotion?
I was just seducing Makoto.
You what?
I mean, he's single, right? Then why shouldn't I express my interest?
Tell me, Tomoe, this creature seems to be a dragon, but there's no problem with us killing it, is there?
Of course not. Not even his bones will remain. Luto, speak your last words and I shall carve them upon your gravestone.
No, wait. The flesh of a greater dragon has promise. I'm sure I can make a delicious meal using every morsel.
We've never faced such a threat. I'll do everything I can to help you, too.
Wait, calm down. I didn't come here to fight. I'm really just here to talk. Oh, right. Forgot to mention. I wanted to have a chat with you about the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, it's about the guild?
Young Master!
No complaints about my methods.
You're as wicked as ever, then.
Kuzunoha, this business with the organization will give me a glimpse of your power. After all, I have already accomplished my original goal.
Well, firstly, I really truly am the Guildmaster of the Adventurers Guild. That's not all. I founded it 1,000 years ago. Come now, you know you're impressed.
No way.
My first master was someone from another world. Not unlike fair Makoto, as it were. The whole thing was his idea. So I suggested it to the goddess, and then it came to pass.
Incredible. That would mean the 2 heroes and I were not the first ones to come to this world.
I carefully designed the guild and enjoyed establishing the system. It meant something. We successfully solved all manner of problems for a great many communities. You'll be interested to know that guild members are awarded special licenses that display their current level. It's strange, isn't it? The sophisticated guild cards use the term level. It's a familiar concept, is it not? One that's lifted from the video games of your world. What? Such things aren't typical here in our world. It's akin to spotting a skyscraper in the middle of a bunch of simple wooden buildings. Yet the words Adventurers Guild suffice to keep those from another world from questioning it.
You're right.
Why'd you do it? You created that system after all.
Well, to maintain this world's balance, of course. Under the goddess's blessing, humans have multiplied and grown arrogant. It's a concern. The guild keeps them in check.
In check?
The trees, my dear boy. I established levels and ranks within the guild. It keeps everyone climbing higher. And consider this. I also made the growth rate increase with level.
Seeing it quantified motivates people.
Joining ignites their ambitions. They long for the sweet taste of success, and then it happens. In a blink. They're destroyed by the weight of their own desires. So the guild thins out the human population, like magic.
thins it out.
So this is what you mean by preserving the world's balance?
That's just one method. Plenty of people are displeased with the goddess. We never have to look very far. And I don't just mean in shady organizations. Fun fact, the guild's highest level is 65,535. I chose that number based on a passionately...
The highest value in 16-bit computing. That's why it shows up in a lot of old games.
Ludo! What's this? Want to form a contract with me? This'll be fun. I'll do anything to satisfy you, so don't be shy.
Quiet! About your master. A 1,000-year-old human. How could he have known about video games?
Oh, that's easy enough to explain. But listen to the whole thing. If all of you stop listening, I'll force myself on Makoto. That's a promise.
I've got nothing to fear. Not with Mio's keen intuition on my side. He hasn't even started yet!
Mega!
The tremendous energy produced by the time paradoxes that result from time travel are known to cause major problems, but luckily they're extremely unlikely to occur. And that's the crux of it. You see, it affects the flow of time. So it's different between the...
Okay, then what are my odds of successfully returning to my world? You must have some idea.
You poor thing. You don't understand it.
I mean, I failed to grasp the whole of your explanation myself, frankly.
So you really want to know the odds of returning to your world? I'll tell you. There's hope, but it's very nearly impossible.
What does that mean?
At your current mana level, the teleportation itself has a high chance of success. But your destination would essentially be randomized. Optimistically, you have a 1 in 10 million chance of achieving your goal.
I remember Shiki saying something similar.
For now, I suggest you focus on the pleasures of this world. Now then, since we've exchanged greetings, I guess I'll take my leave.
Wait for me. There's no...
Trust me at all, do you? Goodbye for now, sweet Makoto.
A wise man once said one's hometown is best enjoyed in nostalgic song.
Go on. There's something you wanted to ask me, right?
How very observant of you.
Naturally. Why did you tell him you didn't understand all of it, when really, you understood every word?
The young master's world. What happens to humans from that original world? Do they really die so young?
Yes. In fact, it's rare for them to reach 100 years.
I see. That's so little time. So very little time.
Well, there's no changing that. Just accept it.
So, would forever lose its luster for me.
Makes sense. There's no one from any world that I'd rather observe than him. Taking a life causes him no heartache at all, yet it deeply hurts him to see one of his allies in pain. He's opaque and non-committal. His way of thinking and judgment are rather ordinary, and yet he's chosen an extraordinary path to follow.
What now? What will he do? Do you think he'll try to return home?
I'm not certain. Though if I had to guess, he's too much of a softie to abandon you. He had a single catalyst could change all that.
Catalyst?
The other two heroes have already bid farewell to their original world, and are treading new paths for themselves.
Yes, I've achieved my goal, so I'm leaving the academy in the city as well. Can I count on you to handle that organization?
Sure. And Karen Force?
I'm afraid your class will be one student smaller. The academy will be notified of her passing over summer.
I'd prefer you didn't tell them she's dead. That would shock the other students. Can you say it's family business?
Fine, as you wish. But I am going to have her death recorded back in Fusk.
Sounds good.
Regarding your undercover agents, there's nothing wrong with valuing ethics and morality. But it's ineffective. In the world of espionage, one must be nefarious.
Noted. Thanks for the advice.
You don't discriminate against demi-humans or demons. I must admit, you're easily the best human that I've ever known. I'd even consider granting you I have one last warning that I suggest you take heed of. Those two demi-humans and Shiki. Cut ties with them at once.
Why would you say that?
I doubt you're aware, but those girls are brutal demi-humans known as forest ogres.
I already knew that!
There were even some who wanted to recruit them to the Demon King's forces for their combat prowess. But their kind can't tolerate serving another, so it never happened. They'll betray you one day. Just wait and see.
She's right. I'm doomed if I ever run out of bananas.
I lose the will to work without a constant supply of bananas!
No bananas, no life.
And we mustn't forget Shiki. That man is possessed by neither a human nor a demon, but a lich.
He's not possessed. That's his actual body.
Among demonkind, he was once known as Larva. Circumstances should he be trusted.
Shiki and Rona are actually two peas in a pod. They both told me the exact same thing.
Kuzunoha, watch your back around them. If you're ever willing to cooperate with demons to achieve your aims, you may now communicate telepathically with me. I'd be more than happy to assist you.
Is this what I think it is?
This incantation. It may help us understand the cursed item that has disrupted the goddess's blessings.
Thought so.
Young master, it is quite apparent that Rona is rather gifted in the art of scheming. We must assume she's doing all she can in order to curry your favor.
I'm well aware. I run a trading company. Wait, what the? I thought Lime was a human! Why is he able to speak to me normally?
That's a very good question.
Reveal your sins to me right this moment.
Well, come to think of it, he kind of insisted, so I gave him a bit of my blood.
You actually made him your kin? And he gave up his humanity just like that?
We behaved horribly.
Never mind, what's done is done. Speaking of, I'm going to run a tighter ship from now on.
I'm encouraged by your conviction.
In any case, let's settle this matter with the organization quickly.
If I were them, I would wait a tad longer so as to catch the biggest fish.
Makes sense. However, Ava and Luria's safety is on the line here. Not to mention that of the Academy and the store.
So count on us.
No, this task belongs to me.
Stand down?
Yet a single catalyst could change all that.
Very well. We shall abide your wishes.
I'm sorry for the trouble my subordinates caused. It was unintentional.
Seems I underestimated you.
I assure you I'm nothing impressive myself. I simply have many exceptional followers.
Then you must know about the organization by now.
Of course I do.
I have allies all across the world. You'll pay dearly if anything happens to me.
It's our observation that you've been abandoned by your supposed allies. There's no sign of a rescue, and we haven't heard a peep out of the Assassin's Guild.
The Guild too? How'd you know?
That's because you told us everything yourself, Bright. I have one last question for you. Why weren't you satisfied with your role as a teacher? As a human, you have no reason to defy the goddess.
The only deity in this world is the goddess. She helps or destroys humans on a whim. She's the cause of countless wars and many more deaths. She's a filthy egoist at heart. Not all humans worship her, and that fact is especially true of the demi-humans. It was only a matter of time until an organization like ours appeared.
Hate to say it, but these people and I might actually get along.
You know it's true. The goddess is unqualified to rule this world of ours. Us humans would be much better off without her. Don't pretend you disagree, Kuzunoha! There's something seriously wrong with her victims. Lost to history. I know you agree with me, Kuzunoha!
And the humanoid experiments? Why did you drag the demi-humans into this?
Why? Humans sacrifice themselves every day for this cause. It's only natural and fair that demi-humans should do the same, isn't it?
I've heard all I need. Enough, Bright. Goodbye.
Please, no!
What are you doing for summer break?
Going back home, I think.
Want to go to the beach?
The lake could be nice.
I'm stuck doing makeup classes.
Most of the students go home this time of year.
Daddy was crying. He couldn't understand why we weren't coming back home right away.
It's the Rembrandt sisters. It seems they've been much nicer since coming back.
That's not what I heard. Word is they target girls who approach Kuzunoha.
Stay far away from him, okay? You must know that my sister and I can never tolerate the presence of trifling women at his side. Surely you understand, right?
Maybe they're the reason Mr. Bright quit. Why else would he leave so suddenly?
That's a good point.
Elamgond, are you okay? You seem unwell as of late.
I'm fine. It's nothing. Damn it. More. I need more.
Have you heard the news about Karen?
Yes, we heard. It's such a shame.
If it's family business, then it can't be helped.
True. Well, since we're down a student, I imagine you'll be invited to join our next particularly fun lesson.
Particularly, wasn't he?
We're no match for his strength, and he dodges attacks like a psychic.
He also has a unique way of moving his body, tail included. It's wild. We could work together to break through his defenses, but...
Wouldn't work. He uses wind and water. Doesn't seem to use healing or support skills. Or we never pushed him to the point of needing them.
Wind and water? Right. Then perhaps I can contribute to the group's firepower.
If there are 3 in our front line, I'll use my bow.
We could have Dinah or Mithra move to the middle. That way they can support the casters.
Good thinking. That's probably the best shot we have, using physical and magical attacks. Let's give it all we've got!
Let's go!
This is the final lesson before the start of summer break. Well, this is his friend Sly.
There are 2!
Of course. You wouldn't learn anything fighting 7 against 1. Will you fight both at once or split into groups?
Are they roughly the same strength? That could help us decide what we should do.
Smart. Mr. Blue Lizard is the most skilled of the 2, but Sly here is stronger than him.
Gone. All hope of victory gone.
Our efforts futile.
Students green is summer grass. Their failure has come to pass. Summer is here.
It sure is.
Even though they're on break, lots of students are still...
Or perhaps to catch up to them where they're lacking.
The Rembrandt sisters chose to stay behind as well. Their father sent me a ridiculous tear-stained letter asking me to bring his daughters home.
Even the lady like Shifu wound up sprawled on the ground after that last lesson. They're excited. I suppose they're eager to take on the next step.
Yeah, that means it's time.
Look, Kusunoha.
Sir, could we trouble you for a moment of your time?
What are all of you doing here?
Will you train us, sir? We wish to improve over the summer break.
We'll pay whatever it takes to secure some extra lessons from you.
Is that really what all this fuss is about? Shifu and Yuno, I know your father has been urging you to return home.
I can live away from home as long as I want to. Please, train us.
Don't say no.
Uh-oh!
So week should be doable.
You traitor! You weren't supposed to say that!
Damn these starry-eyed youngsters. Fine. I consent to hold lessons once a week.
Hooray!
Shifu and Yuno, you will return home for the second half of the break. That's my one condition.
But we want to keep studying with the others.
You're still recovering from your illness. You should go home and put your father's mind at ease.
If you insist.
How could I possibly do otherwise, after how considerate he's been to me?
My reward, I take it?
Yes. Thanks to you, I'm no longer in danger. Someday I will successfully reclaim Kalenion. I'd like to grant you a piece of our family's land.
I decline. I don't expect nearly that much from you.
Please.
Good book for me to read. One that you personally recommend.
He and those at his trading company are the only ones I can turn to for help. I will find him a book that will captivate him to his very core.
We did it.
Nice work, everyone. You finally prevailed. After 4 failed attempts.
That hurt.
Now, on to the next. It's time to take on Mr. Blue Lizard version 2.
Did he say version 2?
Good luck. I'm going to check on the others.
A support spell.
I think not!
Mana interference? Could it be?
Hurry! Spread out!
Flames of Canaan, gather. Imitate my duos. Form a regia.
Shifu! Stand down, you jerk!
He suddenly got stronger.
No way! Damn you!
Dinah!
Into Regia!
The fault was mine. That could have ended in disaster. I apologize.
No need to apologize. Just tell us how he increased his strength like that.
I'm curious as well.
Was he just toying with us until now?
In actuality, the blue lizards are stronger than low-ranking dragons. They've only been using 1/10 of their strength at most against you all this time.
Just 1/10?
No way! What made him decide to use more at the end?
I suppose it was rude of me to introduce her like that. Another mistake of mine. You see, Zwei here is a female. The fair lady didn't appreciate being called a jerk. From now on, it would be appropriate for you to...
Of course it doesn't.
Please allow us a rematch against Miss Zwei. We beg you.
Fine. One last round.
Yes, sir! Thank you for the meal!
You're welcome. Take care getting home.
We will.
Goodbye. Have a good night.
Now then, Shiki, did you say something to them?
So you noticed that, did you? I did. I recommended that they try raising their level by fighting a few monsters.
I see. I think they're members of the Adventurers Guild, aren't they? That means if they manage to raise their level enough, they'll benefit from that pervert system.
And consider this. I also made the growth rate increase with level.
Well, they'll be fine. They won't be consumed by ambition. I have faith.
Agreed. That's
great, though. We can't completely guard them from danger. Huh? We've still got bananas at the shop, don't we?
This is unbelievable. The day isn't even over yet. I know, and we've already gained 8 levels.
Kuzunoha's lessons are paying off.
Shiki's been a great help, too.
Right, he's been invaluable. It was his idea for us to train here.
Dearest Shiki, I love him with all my heart. He's the perfect man.
It smells amazing.
Is it almost ready?
A man like him must be married by now. I don't care one bit. I wouldn't mind being his second or even third wife as long as we're together.
We should reach the... Great idea.
Come on, let's pick up the pace!
You know?
Is something wrong? Is that a demi-dragon? Abelia, have any information?
It's a low-ranking one, and a solitary type, with a weakness to ice. Fighting one requires 10 party members. Recommended level 90 or higher.
And what are our current levels? I'll bring up the rear. Izumo used wind magic. That will increase our movement speed. I can't move.
An intimidating roar? It's so effective.
Damn it! We'll burn to death!
Wait, who's that? She's so very tiny.
How dare you call me tiny?
How did she know what I was thinking about?
Weakling, there's no hope for the skinny and feeble.
Huh?
Big breasts will only take you so far.
Yes, ma'am.
Hang in there. Be strong, son-in-law.
Oh.
Always taking it as the path of a masochist. It's not too late to change your ways, kid. I gave you the wrong change the other day. The school trip doesn't end until you're back home. Never underestimate the power of bananas. What a shame. Your camp doesn't...
She's gone.
Made it all for the block. Look at the clock, the AP say 12 on the dot. Bikes out, that's us making noise in the city. Ask a bitch who she listen to, I bet you it's 50. Bullshit. shit like flex, I feel like I'm Diddy. Now we bustin' bitches down with a body like Nicki. Roll with 60, rest in peace to Nipsey. History in the making, look at what was taken. A legend to our people, too many snakes in this world. How could we live so peaceful? Cold-blooded for a reason. Bite you in the hand, to the point where you ain't breathing. The trauma that niggas felt at the bottom. Ask moms and any of my brothers what I told them. They ain't close to home, God's holding it down upstate. Niggas always arguing with score, I know we up 8. We touch a mill, we shootin' to touch a bill. We touch a bill, we shootin' to touch a trail. Once they see that happen, they gon' hate us for real. Watch me and the whole team get money for real. I said ice freeze in my neck, it give me the chills. Nigga, we still in the trenches just waiting for deals. Left the rap game, now I'm back, I'm Jordan for real. This is where
I hear you're keeping busy. Rumor has it you'll even be continuing to train your students over the summer break.
They're all such motivated kids.
Most instructors have already gone on vacation or returned home. That makes you quite a rare breed, you know. That's exactly the kind of teacher I like, though.
I appreciate that. Anyway, didn't you say you found a book to recommend?
I did. It's right here.
Is that some kind of essay?
Correct. I recall you expressing an interest in learning more about the use of mana. I found this rare text to help your endeavor.
The potential for physical interference of mana as pertains to theories of visualization.
It's an essay that compiles unusual theories from experts. It's meant for true connoisseurs.
Translation, it's a nerdy book for nerds. You've certainly piqued my interest.
Set goals for summer break? If I didn't know better, I'd think you were a student.
Maybe that's because I was supposed to be a student.
Hi, young master.
Time has a way of getting away from you. Essays, training, managerial duties. Summer in the demi-plane slipped by. And before I knew it, 2 weeks had already passed.
I must apologize. We keep you so busy every day with approvals and reports and other things of that nature.
It's fine. Once the Academy's summer break ends, I won't have as much time to visit. But I'm here right now, so I won't waste a moment.
I'm glad to hear you say that. We're unbelievably blessed to have a master like you looking after us.
You okay? No need for tears. What's next?
Please, their metal against you. You should know that their forces have already fought against the orcs and several others as well. They're undefeated.
Whoa, they must be pretty strong.
Their ability to fly is a significant advantage. But that should only take a few more battles to overcome. They won't prevail over us orcs forever!
Right, noted. I'll be sure not to underestimate them. Ready. So, yeah, where are the Wingkin?
In those woods over there. The battle begins with both sides out of sight. Good luck. Please be careful.
Now, how to begin? Well, time to say hello. After those warning shots, I'll just... They all landed?
Starting units down! We took more damage than...
Way to handle long-range attacks, not to mention their weak defense.
All squads, take position!
Decent plan. That would obstruct my vision, but... Investigative Kai. Sitting ducks.
Start deploying debris! Deploy magical barriers!
Emma warned me about their strength, but really they're just flying targets. Isn't that? Yeah, it's Chief Kakun. Then that bird must be his Lieutenant Shona. That makes sense. Wingkin can transform into large birds. But can they handle my long-range attacks? Excellent! I was hoping they weren't a lost cause. Enhancement and wind? Are they planning a suicide attack? You should know a straight line's too predictable.
Watch this! Fine. We surrender.
Listen up! Since this was our first mock battle, my goal was to get a feel for your battle strategy, as well as your strengths and weaknesses. I'll be blunt. You rely too much on your flying ability. Not good. The Highland Orcs and others will crush you. It's only a matter of time now.
We'll destroy you.
Your suicide attacks are ill-advised, too. All they do is make you easy prey for concentrated fire. It's a bad strategy. You must learn to take up better positioning in the sky, and develop several attack patterns with a likelihood of success. That advice will be your starting point. Yes, What is it?
We can help. We'll develop and explore, and participate in the demiplane ranking.
Anyone is free to participate in the demiplane ranking, at their own risk, of course. That said, I must deny your request to assist with demiplane development. It's your combat abilities. They make you unqualified for that job.
I understand.
For now, I suggest you focus on developing your strength and strategy, okay? In simplified terms, when continuously releasing a large amount of mana, a secondary effect is that colorful mana manifests itself as a weak barrier of sorts, so mana becomes visible according to the volume released. Additionally, it may even materialize and become possible to What? No use. My brain's going to explode. There. My plan is to continuously fire breed attacks while unleashing lots of mana. Using my own mana to maintain this output level, it feels like removing the barrier between me and my mana. Focus. 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 What is this feeling? Oh no. What's happening to me?
Young master, wake up.
Please, wake up!
What's wrong?
When we couldn't find you in your bed this morning, we got scared.
What exactly were you doing last night? You're not the type of man to get drunk and fall asleep outside.
Oh.
You're well aware of that fact.
That's right, Makoto Misumi, my brilliant master.
I must have spent all night firing breeds until I passed out. Come to think of it, I believe this has happened to me before. Tomoe, Mio, I'm so grateful for you. Never mind. Don't worry. Let's go. Breakfast looks delicious as always.
I've been working diligently to learn how to cook all your favorites while you're here. Please eat your fill.
Young master, may I have some persimmon and mashed tofu salad?
I think not. You won't make do with your own portion.
It's your fault for cooking something that goes so well.
Maybe you should cut back a bit.
In your country, don't they say it's worth selling the farm to enjoy a morning drink? This pairs well with sake, too.
Those are simply persimmons and mirin. It would be even better if you made real mirin for me, but you are slacking in your duties.
My miso and mirin recipes are still in the works.
You have a special attachment to the demiplane's persimmons, eh?
I must admit that I do. Sometimes I dream of being buried in a mountain of ripe persimmons.
Don't dream like that.
That's enough. If you don't behave yourself, I swear I will stop serving persimmons forever.
I finally did it. I've learned to utilize the mana outside my body, too. I will resist entering a trance-like state again. I'm mutation for making mana materialize. The way it works is similar to the common starch experiment. The harder you hit it, the harder it becomes. But if you touch it gently, it will remain a liquid. First, I'll use Concealing Kai. That will sufficiently hide my mana. Kazukurani, Shizumaru Yomichi, Bandaika, Katashiro Waniwa, Sankuara Goshi. It's okay. I have plenty of mana to spare. Now, show me what I'm looking for. Is this mana's physical form? Yeah. It's following my movements. If I fire a breed attack now... Yes! I've successfully used the mana outside this. Wow. It didn't hurt at all. With strength like this on my side, I could fight anyone without serious injury. Dragon slayers and even the gods themselves. For the sake of the demiplane, I cannot fall. If someone has to die, it will be me. I won't drag anyone I care about into this conflict. I refuse. Just like that, half my summer break passed me by. They all want to show off their new combat skills?
Just like your academy students, the denizens of the demiplane have been training hard each and every day. They seek your approval. That is why they wish to show you all that they have learned.
Sure, but tell me, What's that?
Special spell upon it.
So now everyone will unleash their abilities on that?
And the power of their attack will be expressed as a number.
But I have no interest in new combat skills. We should have had a cooking contest instead.
Don't forget to leave some for the rest of us.
First up, it's the Highland Orcs! Agaris and Emma! Begin!
Emma's participating?
Yes, of all the Highland Orcs, she's the greatest mage. She just happens to handle other duties.
We won't hold back! Accept the spell!
That's 78 points!
78 points, huh? That's not exactly a test score to write home about.
No, it's actually quite impressive.
Next, it's the Mist Lizards! Begin!
What? Their aim is awful.
Unless they wish to intimidate the Wingkin, showing they've acquired a long-range attack that reaches the sky.
That's 68 points! Next, it's the Elder Dwarfs! Begin!
What can that tiny axe accomplish?
Oh, well.
Go, Mountain Cleaver.
That's 70 points!
It seems there's still room for improvement. It's not yet worthy of the name Mountain Cleaver.
Next, it's the Outcay! 65 points!
Yeah, Drax?
Next, it's the Wingkin!
They're marking targets from the ground and bombing them from above. It's pretty accurate. But unfortunately, it's not strong enough. Once again, the sting of defeat.
Next up, Forest Ogres. Wait!
What's with the outfits?
We can't wear anything more revealing. This is all our confidence allows. Even for you, this is our limit.
Looks great.
Aqua, let's do this!
I want to die.
Utterly invincible! Kills with a touch! Supreme barrier of absolute zero! Hook Titan, go! Killer Floral, can't resist! Behold our tribute!
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It broke my weapon! Remarkable offensive abilities for a barrier. That could potentially take someone's life.
I believe it would even take some doing for me to break through it. As far as barriers go, it's nearly perfect.
No way. Is that strong?
What's wrong? That's all you thought?
It's not so perfect after all.
What? Can't anyone break through our little barrier?
Hey there. I got through.
Young Master, how could you? No, but how?
It's impressive what you did here. But at the end of the day, it's lacking something. I suggest you consider its shortcomings carefully. I'll dispel it.
50 points?
Time for a bonus stage.
It's my turn to exhibit. I won't miss this opportunity. I'd like to demonstrate. After all, I possess many skills outside of cooking.
Interesting. Is this about what you were watching in the memory vault?
Within its intensity, I can sense refinement. How exhilarating, delicate, and powerful. Its form calls to mind the likes of spiders and insects. Oh, it's simply marvelous. I base this creation on a figure from your memory. Keep in mind, it's only a prototype. Still, I made this to please my dear master. This is my gift.
It's a hero suit?
That's 0 points. Now it's time for the final entry. The one and only Shiki has arrived.
Unless I'm mistaken, he has his own new ability to share. Very well. Let's see what he can do.
I'm looking forward to it.
It gives 1 through 4. 1. Sword. Cup. Coin. Now that you are worthy of the 6th step, I command you to unsheath and reveal your true self.
That looks familiar. Didn't the dwarves craft that weapon for him?
Yes, and they insolently made it effective against dragons. That blade is known as Dragon Slayer.
Mitsurugi. Was he expecting a battle against Lancer?
You just couldn't help yourself, could you, Shiki?
It's not just for dragons, then. It's also incredibly powerful. What a show.
Huh. It doesn't amount to much if you can't...
Mio, you should be flattered. You're a role model for him. Alright, maybe I'll show off a new skill of my own. It'll be a big surprise for all of them.
Attention, everyone! The young master will now demonstrate a new skill for us!
Young master! Calm down, that's quite enough. I just discovered an interesting new application of mana. This will be my first time trying it. Releasing a large amount of mana. No concealing, Kai.
What is this?
I must focus. Focus. Focus!
His mana, it's materialized. What are we witnessing here? Mana matter?
This, it strengthens my spells considerably, and doubles as a powerful armor. Behold, mana matter! That's that. Neat, huh? What the heck was that? Over summer break, I got carried away. Just a little. A bear and a wolf, huh?
They injured the orcs clearing the woods and issued a dire warning to stay away. Shiki has returned to the academy, so Emma is treating their wounds.
That's good. Tell me, where did all this take place?
In the woods north of here.
So close. I wonder if it's related to the Demiplane's unpredictable weather. I need to make a mist gate in the right spot, yeah? And that should stabilize the weather?
Correct. We shall know more soon. Perhaps we should handle these beasts first.
Is it true that bear flesh is a delicacy?
Yeah, especially their right paws.
Wait a minute! In some parts of Japan, bears are revered as divine creatures. And the majestic wolf is well known as the king of the forest.
Anyway, we do know they can talk, so I'll try to reason with them first.
Someone has a high opinion.
Similar to the dragons of fantasy worlds. I can't help but admire them.
If you have a thing for dragons, you've got one ready and waiting right here. One you wouldn't be embarrassed to show off all around town. You like?
Yeah.
But young master, even the spiders?
Sure, spiders are special in their own way too. After all, they eat harmful pests.
Stop that, Tomoe!
I hope they show themselves sooner rather than later. They're close. That's a bear, all right. I'll start by improving my mobility. Me playing bear? That won't work. The wolf's nearby. I can feel it. My name's Makoto Misumi. I just want to talk to you. Cool. I'd expect no less from a wolf.
Ineffective.
Huh? There's a whole pack now?
The other day, we sensed an extraordinary output of mana. That was you, was it not?
Probably so.
You seem to be the king of this land. As such, your presence must be dealt with.
I have no interest in ruling over you and your kind. I just came to apologize, seeing as how we're neighbors and all.
What?
In the future, we won't enter your woods without permission.
Despite your overwhelming strength, you'll deign to share your territory and even help protect us?
Not protect, coexist. I want you to keep defending these woods, just as you always have.
I don't understand your aim. How could such an arrangement possibly benefit you?
Benefit? Who cares? I just want us to be friends.
Friends? With us?
That's what I said. And with these woods, and that fluffy bear, too.
Even you must see the humor in his words, eh, Wolf?
Ah! He's a freaking giant!
I apologize for the interruption. You've impressed me today, tiny creature. I will introduce myself. You may call me Brahmi. We accept your kind offer of friendship. We will rule over these woods, free from your control. Are we agreed?
Yes, you have a deal.
He's an interesting creature, yet I'm not sure the one in the sky will accept this. No need for concern. If he wishes to get involved, he will show himself as he always does.
I suppose you're right. Then it is settled.
Right.
We look forward to working in harmony.
Sir.
As do I. And just like that, a new sanctuary known as the Wolf's Woods was established in the demiplane. I know you can't help how much you love them, but you can't keep picking every single one that you see.
Fine.
We beg for your forgiveness.
In Japan, we have something called tree tending persimmons. Instead of picking a tree clean, you leave a few behind as a prayer.
Stop right there! You cannot be so cruel when it's obvious that this one is especially sweet and delectable!
Master, look!
Wow! It's enormous!
It's most impressive. Even so, anyone who dares blot out the young Master Sky deserves death!
Stay your hand. I came here to introduce myself to your king. The wolves told me all that transpired.
Oh, so you know those guys?
Indeed. I will be down shortly.
Then it's a fantastical creature after all. There's no telling what else could be lurking in the depths of the demiplane. Your world is amazing.
Thanks, but this is your world as well. And there aren't creatures like that in Japan. I think.
Then it's ours. A child born from our union. That makes the demiplane Komoe's big sister.
May I interrupt family time?
He's tiny!
I shall henceforth speak to you in my present form.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Makoto Misumi.
I am known as the Boulder Bird, ruler of the vast skies and towering mountains. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The Boulder Bird. Understood. I've heard of the Rock Bird before, but this is getting silly.
Moving forward, I have decided to patrol the skies on your behalf. If you need something, simply ask.
Thanks for the thought, though I'm personally happy for you to just continue doing what you always have.
Much appreciated. I do have one request to ask of you. Could I perhaps assume that rock name you mentioned? I took a strange liking at once. It has a nice ring to it.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Thank you. From now on, I shall be known to all as the Rock Bird.
Followers.
One cannot be called a follower if they have not formed a contract with you. It would be more appropriate to call them your subjects.
I know what this is. You're feeling jealous. Still, that was thoughtless of me to say. My followers, Tomoe, Mio, and last of all, Shiki.
Good. I'm glad you understand now.
Should we head back? Komoe, give me half the baskets.
No way! I can get them myself! Show that big fat bird who's the boss around here!
Looks like walking baskets. With the setting sun, summer winds down as fall approaches.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's fine. I just got here. But I'm surprised. You rarely want to go out for drinks together.
What? Shiki really took you out for a drink?
Yeah.
I can't breathe. I'm so jealous at the moment. So, that must mean you've learned what Shiki's type is.
Of course, that's what you'd want to know. He's the type of guy to order all kinds of different drinks.
That's not what I meant. What's the drink of choice for his preferred type of woman?
Calm down. It occurs to me that we've never really had the chance to speak like this before, you know?
I suppose we've both kept rather busy. It's our scholarships. We're out if our grades fall. That's made us more like rivals than friends.
The truth is...
It's okay. You go first.
There's something I must do before summer break ends. Beat him. That demi-dragon. If it were a hopeless cause, I could easily admit defeat. So you agree?
I'm certain the others feel the same.
Well then, we know how to finish out the break.
It's decided. I feel so much better now. Say, what brought you here? To the academy, I mean. Were you scouted?
I was. Same for you?
That's correct. But to be honest, I wasn't getting anywhere until I met Kuzunoha.
I'd be lying if I said different. So do you have any plans to go back home?
I don't really have one to go back to. Back in the day, it was just me and my mom, but then I lost her during the epidemic. I haven't seen you planning any trips home either. Why is that?
It's complicated. In the village where I was born, there was someone much stronger than me. Miranda, no one else wanted. She kept fighting, as though she was conquering that injustice, fighting with all her heart.
Are you saying Miranda was your master?
No. She was my first love.
You fell for her?
Eventually, I started helping her with her battles. But then, the village issued an order for us to investigate the Forbidden Forest.
What's the point? It's not as though we're really gonna develop these creepy old woods, right? You're not very sociable, are you? Whoa, I think this is a mage's workshop. Look at this! Miranda! Run!
That was the last time I ever saw her. I couldn't forgive the village I grew up and accepted when I was scouted. One day, I'd like to find Miranda and apologize. I want to become as strong as her and tell her I'm sorry, that I was a fool.
That's one hell of a good reason. And that explains it. The demi-dragon is the first real obstacle for you to rise above here.
Yeah, something like that.
Huh? They want a rematch?
Yes. Jean and his little friends are planning to take down the demi-dragon. All behind your back.
I see. Do you suppose they'd be terribly upset if they knew I'd found out?
Kids need to test their boundaries.
But it's no use because the Rembrandt sisters went home, isn't that right?
We received a report from Lime on that front.
Lime report?
Yes. He was watching over the sisters in Sige and ensuring their well-being. Garden are working on the rematch plan with the other students. At their current level, it is doubtful they would lose to a demi-dragon.
Then we'll leave them be. No need to have Eris watch over them this time.
You sure about that? By the water, a pack of demi-dragons has gathered.
A pack? But I thought seeing just one was a rare occurrence.
I can't imagine it's a coincidence. If you will allow it, I would like to go and investigate the area.
Right. Please go ahead. As for the students...
The kids will look for the demi-dragon at the same spot where they last found it. And so...
we should make sure they find one. I can handle the pack. I'll test my mana matter.
You intend to go alone?
Rest in peace, demi-dragons.
Oh. This ritual. Perhaps a sacred... I thought it was lost forever when the nation was destroyed. Young Master, do you have a moment?
Did you find something?
Have you come across any strange altars or large bloodstains yet?
I'm afraid so. I take it you have as well?
Yes. Someone seems to have conducted a ritual to activate a secret treasure.
That would mean the demi-dragons were summoned to this forest.
This seems like an undertaking the demons would attempt.
Please continue with your investigation. I'll take care of the pack of demi-dragons.
Understood.
Here we go. I'll start by removing one for the students' rematch. That one should do the trick. There. Battle time. Even though I can't use wind magic, this move allows me to travel through the air with ease. Their breath attacks are ineffective. Mana matter is even stronger than I expected. I want you to know I don't have anything against your kind. Forgive me.
Merely weak resistance fighters. It was my understanding that the Demon Lord was a great leader, so I didn't expect to find those who oppose him.
That's exactly why we hate him. That's how it goes. Great kings must fall.
They already fled with the sacred treasure, and I'm no closer to understanding. The information I've acquired is still hazy. I can't report it to the young master quite yet. Not until I have uncovered the full picture.
Finally, I've got the hang of mana matter. All that's left is my student's big rematch.
I found it. There's only one present. It wasn't there a moment ago. Where'd it come from?
It doesn't matter. Now's our chance.
Everyone, battle formation! I'll go ahead and block its roar.
I'll be the vanguard.
Mithra, we're up front. Stay mobile, Dinah.
Go all out, but stay calm.
Sure thing. Let's do this.
Begin!
Folding spear, go!
Triad Muse, go!
I'll start by boosting defense and mobility. And then...
Get ready for a real fight! You scaly cur!
And turn to the side!
Get in there!
Okay!
I've got this! It's breath. Stay back, hey!
I'll make a barrier too.
Don't worry, I'm on it! Grant us a moment's respite. Keep Fourier!
That enhancement skill absorbs breath attacks?
Well done! My turn now! Now, Flames, please grant me strength. Water, grant me wisdom. Fierce wind, become my path. Earth, become my clothes. It boosts everything. Mobility, defense, and attack. I call it... Mega Super Enhance!
Dumb name, but that's incredible.
Mithra, stop its movements! Done. Osa, prepare now. Aerial!
I am so over hearing that awful roar!
Above spirit and elemental magic. Of all the spells in my arsenal, it's the strongest of all.
We can't let it evade her spell.
Right, I'll lock it in place.
We did it, and I'm still not strong enough. I'll continue down this path and find her. Someday.
Heroes, demons, and endless wars. The world continues to move down its...
Nothing compared to you.
It'd be a problem if that weren't so.
In any case, what brings you to this place?
Nothing really. Nostalgia, perhaps. It was here that I once slew a creepy chimera, with human arms sprouting from its hideous back.
Is that so? That's one of the strongest monsters that's used to defend a mage's workshops.
I know. This workshop belonged to Bonshoku, otherwise known as Luto. It was right here that I learned my true name. On that day, I was reborn. Luto of myriad colors, the dragon who created me. My parent, in a sense.
Miranda!
I wonder if he's still... Who cares? I'm not Miranda.